Hello, hello. Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. Here we are.
Thanks for the jams, man!
Should I be just getting ready for this? Okay, thank you for the cheer. um, so tonight we are playing Expedition into the Barrier Peaks. It is one of the original Adventures Reincarnated books, the third one in the series from Good Games. And so this is what we've been kind of tackling with some of the people that support the Patreon and support the channel in that way. Um, so, and actually, it's kind of nice. I got a little time in at the old copier at work, and I got some. I knew that no one would be in the office today, so I was like, "Ooh, I can go in and not have to hang my head in shame that
Thanks for the
I'm
jams,
using
man!
the machine to copy a bunch of D&D books." So,
And none of them watch the channel.
um, I would be surprised. I would be impressed if that were the case. But
Thanks for the jams,
not that I know
man!
of, not that anyone's ever mentioned. Um, so thank you for the cheers. That's awesome as we start out the night. Just a couple of things about the channel before we get going here into the game. We are a channel. We're also a community, first and foremost. So if you're enjoying hanging out and watching us here tonight, come and hang out in between streams.
Jams, man!
We've got the link to the Discord server is there in the channel. It might not be working so well. I'm not sure. Someone was having problems with it yesterday, so let me know if that link is like broken or if it's not working. And the hype train is well on its way. Thanks everybody. Yeah, come and join us in the Discord if you're enjoying the games. There are plenty of opportunities if you're looking to play in games with us. Of course, this game is kind of its own advertisement for hanging out and doing something with the Patreon, so you can check that out. But we also are going to be doing some games with subscribers too coming up. We're going to be starting Lost City in October. So if you subscribe to the channel, you may get notifications about openings in games, so you can support us that way too. Look, we've got our first. Look at all these bots that want to know.
Oh yeah, look at that, 4 of them at once.
Getting big.
Wait, I do want to become famous.
Oh,
holy cow!
Me?
They were all on the hype train, I think. They were just rolled in here.
Hey, there we go.
What is happening?
Enemy bots when we're fighting
We've
enemy
done it.
robots.
Okay, I'm glad I got Dave out there. He can help manage with the onslaught of bots. Apparently, it's very fitting since we're gonna get started with Barrier Peaks. Yeah, we've got some other games coming up over the weekend. You can come check us out tomorrow morning. Kogo will be running. Oh, we're in the middle. Scott, help me out. We're in the middle of a module right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in the middle.
Yeah, we're in the middle of one of the Eberron AL adventures. I'm blanking on which one we are currently doing. We just got off a train ourselves, and we're well on our way to. Well, we're going into a party scenario, so that'll be kind of fun.
And we're getting ready to go on board a ship, and we're trying to infiltrate it to figure out some mystery that I feel we really set ourselves on a bad foot to figure out in advance.
Yeah, we're trying to find a spy, and so we're going to be whining and dining with a bunch of nobles. That'll be fun. Tomorrow night, DM Dave will be running Kingmaker at 7:30, so come and check that out.
I think we may have had a message deleted by accident because Binding of Ash was chatting earlier and
he was making a joke.
Deleted.
He was just making a joke. It's like, want to be famous? Don't listen to these guys or whatever.
I
bots.
I think Dave's got it. It looks like Dave's got it, so he's on it. No, yeah, you're okay, Dave. I appreciate you helping out. Binding of Fish, you just had too authentic of a joke message that you put out. So, yeah, come hang out with us over the weekend with all those games that are happening. Let's see. So, Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, where we begin in our story here. Basically, a number of weeks ago, some adventurers. Well, there had been some reports of some monstrous creatures that had been attacking merchant caravans along the tradeway, the same tradeway that the Keep on the Borderlands watches over. These monstrous creatures, kind of foreign, alien. The merchants that were being attacked by these things almost didn't have words to describe or names to describe what had been assailing them. And of course, this is bad for business. So the Grand Duchy put out a call for adventurers to go and find out where these things were originating from. And an expedition went up and up into the Barrier Peaks and found an old, strange metal fortress that was kind of almost built right into the slopes, the lower slopes of the mountain. And from there, realized and discovered that there's this whole complex inside this fortress. Reports went back to the Grand Duchy, who they are very concerned about this strange fortress that no intelligent life seems to have laid claim to. And so they have been contracting out to adventurers to go and try to secure this fortification, lest the King Momos of the world find it and make it their home, right? So they're hoping that all of you are adventurers who would have accepted a contract to go and clear out this keep. It is a very lucrative contract that you all would have received. Same contract across the board. 5,000 gold pieces for being a part of the cleanup crew, and the Grand Duchy will assist in using its influence and also its own stores to award each of you a magic item at the completion of this task. There have been no shortage of strange things that the characters have found while in here. There are metal golems that seem to speak a weird language that none of you know, but through problem solving and magic at times, you've been able to learn something about or be able to communicate with them. You've also discovered this tribe of these mold people that have been kind of the focus of a lot of what we've been doing recently.
Whoa,
because
thanks for the jams, man!
Thank you for all those cheers out there. So these mold people, I think it was Scenario that basically caught their attention and sort of charmed them. They became kind of
thanks for the jams, man!
infatuated with him. And you learned that there is a whole bunch of these creatures on this ship, but it seems that they are divided because this group on the southern side of the ship had tried to ask you to go kill the ones on the northern side. Seems that they kind of beef over turf all the time, and they cut into each other's food supply. But there was no appetite. Well, maybe a little bit from Char, but little appetite to go outward war with these vegepygmies. And so a compromise has been agreed to, that the party would go and try to make contact with the northern tribe and try to get these two groups talking so that maybe they can make amends and find a way to live in peace and cooperation. The southern tribe recorded a message that an android that has been tagging along with Jarl, named Lucy, she recorded the message since none of you can speak the language, but she just recorded it and was instructed to deliver it once you made contact with the northern tribe. Fast forward a bit here, the group has made contact with the northern tribe at this point, but their chief, the one that has the authority to treat with the southern tribe, it would seem has been captured by some of the robots, and that was kind of like the last thing that we ended on, was that bit of info that the chief is in need of some rescuing. Just to kind of set the stage, because these games do have people pop in and pop out. Basically, there are probably dozens upon dozens of adventurers in the fortress as it is, and so if you look, you'll see that more areas of the first level of this fortress have been revealed. Most of the southern hemisphere at this point has been opened up, except for those that the party has, or none of the adventurers have keys for. There are these color keys that are used to open various doors, and so some doors are still haven't found a safe way to open quite yet. But the six of you have kind of formed a group, and where we're going to start out is there is a kitchen and dining area. You're accompanied by some of those same northern vegepygmies who gave you respite through the night. Long rest has happened, and so I don't think that necessarily matters so much for this group, but we had a split party kind of situation that a long rest was going to be necessary to reunite some of the party members. But anyway, we are going to start out. I think we will do some introductions here. Give us your name, class, race, and tell us something about, I think this is like the first night that you've all stayed on the ship. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But for some of you, maybe it is. Maybe you just arrived. And so tell us a story about the previous night staying in the safety and security of these vegepygmies inside the fortress. And we'll start, I think, I'll start with Jarl. I'm going to pick on Jarl first.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Isaac. I'm playing Jarl. Jarl is a elvish monk. And what was the question about the vegepygmies? I'm sorry.
Just tell us a story of something that happened during the night. Something that you either witnessed or observed or experienced during your first night here.
Some of the vegepygmies, they kept on coming over to me in the night, and they were trying to share this weird food. I don't really know what it was. Normally I'm not much of a sleeper, but whatever it did, it kind of knocked me out for quite a bit. It was some good stuff, and definitely in the future, I'm kind of looking for a bit more of that stuff. It seems like it might be I don't know, might want to try it again or something.
What did it look like?
It was I don't know, that they kind of took it off their shoulder. It looked like some type of mushroom.
Vegepygmy dandruff.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a bit hungry. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't regret it. Let's just say that.
Fun times were had. Okay, Jarl had a good night. Selvin, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Selvin. I'm playing a Dragonborn Paladin. And as for a night, it didn't go too well. I ended up getting stripped down to nothing but my skivvies, so I had to walk out of the complex for a bit to go talk to my horse and see if she can go help fetch me some of my stuff. She's wonderful. We had a nice conversation about the pleasantries of life, all other things, while I'm just getting a nice set of clothes fresh because my previous armor kind of got destroyed by these little guys. I mean, they're pretty nice overall. I mean, they kept pulling out my horns and like my potentials for my hair, and like I didn't like that. It wasn't pretty cool, but they seem like nice little dudes. So I had a replacement set of armor just on my horse, and then I made my way back here, and then they continued to pull on my horns, and it kind of bugged me a little bit, but it's okay.
For the viewers at home, what Selvin is referencing is previously had found this armor here, this very technologically advanced kind of plate mail that could do all sorts of things. He could what you could shoot lasers from things on the wrist. You could fly. You could. I think you were able to like understand languages. Was that one of the things that
I could read languages?
Read languages. That's what it was. Okay. So I had all these cool tools, but it seemed that the vegepygmies got really hostile when they saw it, and they swarmed it. And Selvin, you kind of allowed that to happen, I think. I'm trying to remember the story exactly.
Yeah, I did.
It appeased them. So it's gone. But maybe you'll find another one. Who knows? Very good. Next up, we have Char.
Hi, guys. Char is an Azamar sorcerer who is been spending most of his evening trying to work on his reputation with the vegepygmies. When we first encountered this group, I detected hostility and unleashed a tidal wave that damaged or killed some of them. And while I want to somewhat make amends, since we're going to be working with them, I don't want them to forget that I'm a dangerous person. So since I'm going to be sleeping there that night, I've been trying to use my healing hands to help heal some of the ones that I had injured, but at the same time use my invasive thoughts to remind them the man in black with glowing eyes is a dangerous foe and you should be worried about him and stay away. And I just do that as I walk through. You're healed. And then at the same time, be very afraid.
I think you've... we got another wannabe famous bot there. Char, I think you've got, like, there's, like, a group of 4 vegepygmies at that southern table, like, across from you. And they're all, like, kind of gathered together, almost like prison style. Like, there are conspiratorial talkings or murmurings happening. And they're just huddled together. And they, like, once in a while, like, one of them looks up at you and... You're not sure that they're going to do anything, but they're definitely... You've definitely had an impact, let's say that. Very good.
That was a goal.
Oh, Kogo just redeemed Start a Rumor. I'm sure this will be good. So,
oh no,
I'm sure that'll be incoming. Raya, you're up next.
Right. My name is Raya, and I am a halfling sorceress. Although I'm also something of a swordswoman and a warlock, I dabble in a lot of things. I'm fairly martially capable. I don't really know a lot has been going on with the vegepygmies, as I helped with the initial foray into this fortress keep. I've heard it called a ship. I'm not really sure what the situation is, but this metal monstrosity that we're inside of right now, I'm new to all these vegepygmies, but I'm not too worried. They seem not too formidable.
Yeah, and what Raya's referencing is it has been referenced as a ship at times. I think you've heard Lucy refer to you all as guests at times or passengers. So there's a lot of like that kind of language has been used. You're not maybe too sure what that's all about. Next up, we have Mr. Butterbrickel.
Hi, I am Chris, and I play Mr. Butterbrickel. And last night I slept with a dagger in each hand because I wasn't entirely fond of the southern vegepygmies, and I'm sure uncomfortable with the northern ones as well. And last night I was disgusted to see my party just frolicking with these people before we even get down to the business of deciding whether they're friend or foe. I also question Barry greatly. If he's feeding these vegepygmies, I don't know what they would even eat. But certainly it doesn't require the finesse and the flavor that I work with on in my old job as a butler.
Now, I just want to remind Casey that this Barry character is doing. So Barry, the dwarven cook, who somehow got mixed up with these doppelgangers. There were some doppelgangers that the crew had to deal with in the previous session. They found the real people that the doppelgangers had been impersonating. They had kept them alive, and one of them was Barry the dwarf cook, and it seems that him and Butterbrickel definitely does not approve of this second-rate cook skills and things like that. But Barry's still around; he's still hanging out, and you've seen that he has been going into like a side room over here, where this token is, and he's been delivering trays of food to all the tables here in this kitchen area that you all find yourselves in. Like pieces of like, you're not really sure, like the food that's on these, like it's on these like kind of almost hard, I don't know, bone material. You're not sure what it is, or these trays, and there's like corn, what looks like maybe cornbread, some kind of a hot oily liquid, some kind of beverage it would seem, something that looks akin to porridge. Like, none of it really looks all that appetizing, but the vegepygmies seem to go pretty wild for it, and so he looks pretty pleased that they're enjoying, and he does flash like a look over your way once in a while, Butterbrickel, just to see if you're noticing anything.
I'm very sure what I see. I see some inedible filth he's passing around to these strange monsters I've never occurred before, and also Barry is so unimportant and unexciting that they didn't even bother doppelganging him. They're like, who wants to be Barry? And nobody said anything.
And next up, we have Glyph Brother.
Hey, I'm Casey, and I am playing Glyph Brother. Glyph Brother is a Firbolg. He is a cleric of Kilimvor, and he is specifically of the Forge, and he is very interested in the meticulous crafting that has gone on in this place. So this entire last night, he was walking about, and he's quite tall, so he was feeling his way along the tops of the roof there, and look at this seal. This is so good. I can't barely tell where the join is. This is amazing. And he just walked like crawling along the floor, looking at that little. Look at this. This is excellent. The craftsmanship is amazing. Excuse me, if you could just move your growth. Yes, thank you. And so he's just working like super excited about all this stuff, and then I'm gonna guess the tray wasn't metal, so when like the tray comes over, he's like, and just goes on. So if it's metal, he's into it. If it's not metal, it's like,
Yeah, the trays are not, but just about every other surface is, and so there's a lot to admire and enjoy. And probably the craziest metal thing of all in the room is, of course, Lucy, the android, who seems, Glyph Brother, you're kind of new to the group here, but you've noticed that this android, or this metal golem creature, it seems to resemble like a human female, seems to be good friends with Jarl. She seems like she kind of follows him around and asks some odd questions.
You'll have a very lovely styling to your hair.
That's kind of you to say. I like your hair as well. We should go and play a game together. Have you been to our entertainment recreation area?
I have not, but I understand I may be going there soon, perhaps after we deal with the missing leader of the vegepygmies. Very interesting fellows.
I look forward to that. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you.
And so you are all kind of waking up, and you know, you're in this this dining hall, like 8 or so of these metal tables. The place is a little worn down. It's not exactly like filthy or dirty. It's just like drab. Like pieces of like the ceiling are kind of bowing in a little bit. But it seems that if there was any like filth and debris, that maybe the veggie pygmies kind of deal with that. It was relatively orderly in here. But the your dwarven this dwarf that you know is doling out like food around the he brings some trays of the same stuff he's giving to everyone else to you all, and he says, well, I don't know if you like this food, but there's a whole bunch of it. There's I don't know, there's a thing in there with a bunch of buttons, and I press the button and poof, this food it just pop out. No preparation is needed.
There's no preparation whatsoever. You're
No.
just pushing a button or button. Yeah, like you have
That
to
sounds
sew the
very
button
handy.
on in order to push it, and stuff comes out.
Yeah.
It's like cutting the whole of a grocery bag and then calling it dinner as it hits the ground.
I don't know. I think it sounds very useful. It negates the need for prep.
It does make me trust it a bit more.
The way it tastes, maybe you're pushing the button wrong.
Maybe, I don't know.
Have you tried pushing it on the left side of it?
There's no button over there.
Have you pushed the button on the left-hand side?
No.
Maybe that's your problem then.
Push the button on the left-hand side.
Push the button on the left-hand side.
Because as we know, left is always right when it comes to anything.
So
as this is going on, Glyph is just going to go in and look at the machine.
So
sometimes you pass it.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh. Yeah, so Glyph Brother, you go in there and you can see there are bare countertops. And on the countertops, maybe a couple of stacks of those same trays that he's been using to dole out the food. But you also see kind of like lined up very like very systematically, I guess, are these 8 like boxes, and the boxes all have what look like glass doors on their front. They're all maybe 2 or 3 feet tall, maybe same size wide, and then on the right hand side of the little door, it looks like some kind of writing on what appear to be maybe buttons. Then you also notice that there is a larger box, I guess. It's maybe like more like 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide, goes back about 3 feet, and that seems to be the thing that he was talking about. It's got kind of an indentation in the center, bunch of buttons on the right hand side, and he leads you in there and he says, "Oh, this is the one," and he like pushes a button. Little cup drops down, and then that oily black liquid is shooting into it.
Oh, it is very interesting. It looks like someone has broken an alchemy jug. Where's the mayonnaise sitting?
It's over here. And he presses the button, and then
Oh,
the mayonnaise drops into the coffee cup.
Midwestern style.
oh, it is like the alchemy jug where you can get like the acid, or you could get like the mayonnaise, or the salt water, or the wine, or the beer. But this seems to be broken and make some sort of black sludge.
Yeah, I don't know. The little guys out there, they like it. So I keep making it.
He's like sniffs at like the mayonnaise sludge mixture. I think I will pass.
Are all the vegepygmies eating whatever comes out and drinking whatever comes out? Or are they doing anything to it? Or is the food just for us?
No, they're eating it as well. They seem to have no reservations. Like each of them, as soon as it like hits the table, they're up off of their seat and like actually on the table, just like face first, just kind of doing a circular motion to vacuum it all up until it's gone and clean.
But then I'm not eating any of this. I assume it's some sort of weird plant food and nasty. So I'm just digging into my own rations and disgusted by it.
Have you pushed all the buttons and have you looked under all the machines? As I understand it, we are looking for key cards, and I think they are fairly flat. Perhaps. Maybe not.
He has not. I'll let you give me investigation check.
I can do one of those.
Scrounging around a little bit.
Not good.
You look and you check underneath all of the different surfaces and things. It looks bare, just dusty, kind of cluttery, but nothing of interest to you turn up.
Well, if I ever get that hungry, I'll head back out. So do you all have an idea where this veggie pygmy king is? That does not look like what I was expecting to find.
That's
would be
It's our friend.
Surprise!
the doppelganger. He, yeah, I regret that name immediately. So he chimes in, as he's been a little bit, he was kind of the diplomat a little bit in relaying messages from the party telepathically. And he tells you that the veggie pygmies say that their chief was abducted by some of the essentially some of the security golems that are here and taken to this. I don't know if you can see that red arrow that's kind of just to the south of where you all are at.
Right.
But the central square is kind of the you've identified that as a place where those security golems kind of hang out, and they tell you that they believe their chief has been abducted and taken somewhere in that region.
Taken by the police robots.
Yes.
That's what they've been called, right? That's Lucy's called them that, right?
Yes.
These constable constructs take other vegepygmies, or was he special? I don't remember them taking prisoners.
He tells you that
they did try to take Jarl as a prisoner the first time we were here.
That's right. They were dragging me into.
It seems taking prisoners is sort of their preferred method of attack.
Yeah, and the situation around the chief's abduction was that he was out kind of scrounging for food with some of them, and what would make sense would be that they went into an area where they shouldn't be, and the police robots, that was always their trigger. That's what happened with you all at least once. I think they you didn't have the clearance to be wherever you were, and they were just
that was from trying to force open a door, I think.
Yeah.
Which we may have to do again. Do we have a key to get into that central area there?
So that door is a red key. Would be required.
What keys have we got?
I've got this violet one. If that's any help.
Violet.
It's kind of like red, but not really.
If we try to force open a door, won't they come out, and then we can try to go in when they slip out?
We sure could.
Oh, without doing anything to, like, sneakily letting them go out, right? Not like tidal waving them or anything, right?
Well, after they're out, we can do what we want. We just need them to come out, open the door.
Well, does anyone have the ability to make a decoy or to summon something that is ephemeral? Something that could break the rules, but if it gets captured, we are not too worried, like a familiar or somethings?
I have a horse.
I do think we faced these robots before and we've defeated them. So
Well, those were
We could
behind a different
probably do
color
it
door.
again.
That was behind the an orange color door, if I'm not mistaken. These ones are red, and red is typically a lot more bad.
So,
Is it?
That is true, but I was thinking if they come out, we could look through the door and see what sort of things, like how many of them are in there, and then if there's only like 2, and you say you can handle 2, then we just handle the 2. But if there's like 1,000, then we're like, maybe we think again and we let the horse go, or, I mean,
good.
what sort of trouble can a horse get up to?
You have no idea.
I really do not. I'm a little big for horses, so they're just. What does a...
Have you ever looked like a robot? Can you change into a robot shape?
Oh, you're talking to.
Yeah.
He tells you that he wouldn't be able to do that quite. He can only shapeshift into like living beings.
Well, from maybe wherever we find, how many of these what did you call constable robot guys? How many do you see patrolling? Like, do you see them quite a bit? And what number do you see? Could you give us any insight, dude? Maybe to anything at all?
He says, how long do I have to be helping you? How long does this go on?
But
you have something better to do?
I know. That's not the did I ask any of that? Why are you answering a question with another question, dude?
So you have a little bit of a back and forth, and he'll tell you he doesn't really know.
Okay.
He could speculate, but he hasn't really seen those robots come and go that often himself.
I have a weird idea. What if it's like the vegepygmy chief has just gotten like a little slap on the wrist, and we have to like pay bail or something?
Do what now?
And what if do is like knock on the door and say, "Hey, can we have the little plant dude back?" And we're like, "Sure, here you go. It will cost you 50,000 coupons." Like, okay, I can do that.
And then we get them to open the door, and then we slaughter them.
It may come to that. It may come to that.
How do you call these constable constructs? How do you call them out when you need them? Is there an emergency button you could hit?
Yeah, she says that. Well, of course, if you have any questions about the safety and security of the ship, I am always just one call away from alerting the police as a security personnel.
Oh, she's a narc. Good.
Yeah.
What? Narc? Lucy. Dude.
Have you seen some suspicious behavior? You shouldn't be withholding that information. If we're all in danger, just let me know. I can summon help right away.
How many fights have you been a part of, and you haven't thought perhaps we were in danger?
No, we're not though. Luce, we're not. But
okay.
But if you wanted to tell them the police came, you told them something, they wouldn't take us away. Would they make us go back to our rooms?
She says, well, I can't predict how they would react, but I can get them here real quick if you would like.
Also, Lucy, maybe we don't need to do that.
Whoa, thanks
Not
for the
yet.
jams, man.
Especially perhaps not here. This seems like a very big area that maybe we pick a different area.
But sure, it's some of our vegepygmy tribe we support, probably.
Where if say someone's being a bad boy or bad girl on the ship, where might they yeah, I know. Oh, dude, where would they hold those bad people?
Oh, she says anybody that disobeys the terms and conditions of their stay here on the Ark will definitely have to be held within the security cells in the central part of this floor.
Whoa, thanks for the jams,
Yeah.
man!
Okay.
How long?
Mm, until we land, probably.
I feel like we're
think-
Oh
landed.
no.
I think they would have to be dealt with by the
Whoa,
local
thanks for the
police
jams, man!
at our next port.
Ah,
If we dress up as the local police and convince them that we've landed, they'll turn him over to our custody.
I have a question. How long has it been since you landed?
She says 539 539 years,
Huh?
3 months, 22 days.
Wait. Landed. What are we talking about here?
I think this is like a boat, but all metal, except the water is all gone. So maybe 500 years ago, there was a big ocean, and then it was gone, and then it settled here. And they haven't landed because the ground's that way, and this is a mountain. Does that sound about right?
Well,
yeah,
I was-
dude, totally.
I was personally thinking perhaps this is a subterranean ship, and that is why it is all metal, so it can burrow through the earth. And they have not made land, come up above ground yet.
Lucy just says, "You're so smart," and she puts her hand on your shoulder. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you. That sounded a little bit condescending, but it's still appreciated.
I thought it was a reasonable compliment.
I
I
think
haven't had a lot of experience with Lucy, but I think most things she says sound a little bit condescending.
Well, it's kind of hard when we have one tone of voice and you can't really enunciate your words. It's kind of just static.
She's not that bad, guys.
No, I don't mean as bad as just a little bit maybe condescending.
we should
Oh,
buy her some expanded vocabulary. Perhaps with some better words, she could express herself in a way that does not sound so like,
I'm still open for hire for that sort of thing.
He's just one step away from ratting us out to the cops.
what?
Uh-huh.
but in
Hey man, what are you talking about, dude? What
That
cost?
That also
still
might
feel-
be what we want her to do at this point, right? If we need to get into that door.
I think we use her calling them out, and then when they head out, you slip in,
we
find a
slip
way to
in.
stop the door.
I love this idea. There's just one problem. I'm wearing heavy metal and I'm me, so I can't necessarily sneak in.
well, that is no problem. I do not sneak anywhere.
Well, what
Option
if
B,
what if we position all of you around the corner a ways away and Lucy calls them from somewhere distant? And then we've got plenty of time once they've exited to get inside.
Yeah.
I think we could also
I
just
have.
tell Lucy it's a small problem and we only need one police to come, and then we destroy that one. Somewhere within that metal box, there's a key that'll open the door.
I have
Well-
another idea. After your idea, brother, of course. You can
Well,
go.
no, it's probably a very good idea that you have. I just I was wondering, if they're called to a problem, if we are just standing by the door and not being a problem, won't they just go past us? Or are they like the kind of constables that are just going to arrest everyone they see, or they the good kind that only arrest the bad people?
They will ask us questions, ask for IDs, and then they
Previous
will try to push us
previous
out.
experience was that when someone tried to force a door, they came out and they made everyone in the area return to their quarters, which at the time I didn't know what that meant, but it sounds like now we know that everybody's supposed to have a room or something in this ship, you call it.
Lucy, since you've been here and listening to all of our conversation, what do you think we should do?
We should go to the recreation and entertainment area and play some games. Did you know that we have a catalog of over 2,000 games from across the galaxy?
The what now?
Hey,
I didn't,
Ooh.
but it seems irrelevant at the moment.
Well, Lucy, do you have like a pass or identification that we could hold on to that would say we should be going there? So in case someone says go to our quarters, we say no, we has this, and that is like our bathroom pass, except for recreation instead of restrooms.
She says,
I have another idea.
Please.
She says she doesn't have clearance to go into that area, the police area. She's only authorized on.
No, but
Asking if
that's a
she
good
can vouch
idea.
for us.
Are you able to give us a pass that tells us if the police tell us we're in the corridor and we need to go to our quarters, we have got a pass to go visit the recreation center?
Give me 1 second. I just need to see what it is that you would maybe show them. But she tells you if you show them a jet black door key, that would indicate that you are a passenger. And so if they were to question you, that would be kind of your proof of where your room is.
Oh, but it seems as though I has misplaced mine at the moment. Where would I get a replacement? Like, there's no lie face. It's just, yeah, this is obvious.
To be fair, they're pretty much all over the place from what we've seen.
She says if you've lost your room key, you should get a new one from guest services on the 3rd floor.
On the 3rd floor.
Of course, that is. I will talk to the people about that thing, and I will look around for mine. Do we have any others of those
No.
black things?
We've been trying to work this out. She keeps giving us the runaround.
While
Not
you're
here to
down
help.
by guest services, you should check out our gift shop.
That is a good idea.
They have a gift shop? No, what am I saying? 2 plans. I've been thinking of 2
Are you
plans.
running low on gifts? You need more.
No, wait. We should get the plans before he gets to 3. He's accumulating them.
I have 2 ideas we could do. Option number 1, we get ourselves arrested. Bam, we're in there. It's easy. Some people don't even need stuff. I kind of do. We can arrest ourselves and then say, "Hey, Mr. Vegepygmy person, dude, how you doing? We're here to bust you out." But then that leads to the other problem, which they may confiscate our weaponry. So
They
I
may stick you
fully
with the needle
expected.
like they
I
did
fully
the horse.
expected that idea to be much worse than it was.
it's option number 7. Okay, that's number 7 on the plan. Option number 3 on my plan is we get Lucy to call one of the officers, and we be like, "Oh my God, officer, someone's badly hurt this way. Come quickly this way." And then we just beat the crap out of the guy, and then take his key card.
That was my plan.
Wait, which guy?
That's a very Char-like
one
plan.
one of the police officer ones.
Yeah, because they're just robots at this point. And so it doesn't really conflict with my code.
So
You're
I'm
finally coming
surprised.
around to my way of thinking.
Assaulting
Not
an
exact-
officer of the law seems outside of your realm of what you'd be interested in.
Well, to be fair, it's just a robot.
Oh,
So there's not really much law in the terms of contracts. I don't know. There might be a whole entire plane that's just on this stuff, but it doesn't really conflict too much. But that's option number 3.
You know, back
Out of
home we
my
don't think the
37-part
Dragonborn
plan.
have a lot of laws.
And it's not a pretty robot like Lucy, so therefore we can destroy it.
That makes sense.
although, hey, Selvin, an idea for your plan, perhaps. The option 3 one. So where we ask them to come, maybe we say that there is a lost child.
Puppy.
Well, I was thinking child, but we describe the Vegepygmy King as best we can and say, hey, there's this child that is lost and it looks just like this. And maybe the authorities will bring that to us to see if that's the lost child. And if not, perhaps they will invite us back in to say, is this your lost child?
I like this. This is option number B.
Option number B. That is a curious turn of phrase you has there.
That
I never went to a
definitely
proper
probably would
education
work.
system.
Yes.
I like these ideas.
I'd like it if we put one of them into action quickly here.
And not
losing
all of them.
patience.
Try not to do all of them at once, because that doesn't work out very well.
Well, I think if we start with B If B fails, we can go back to 3, and if 3 fails, we're going to end up at, what is it, 11?
7.
Sorry, 7. So B
Roman
could,
numeral 4, Romanet 6.
Yep.
VII. I'm not sure where B comes in there.
What's your code for when it's time for us to hit the nuclear option and we just blast them to pieces?
Hippopotamonstrosoclipidaliophobia.
I feel like we'll just start blasting them to pieces. I don't know that subtlety is our greatest feature here.
No.
We start
If we
blasting
don't
to
come up with
pieces.
something, I think we're starting at that point.
Well, at least we know maybe Loose. At least we have Loose this time to maybe talk to them. So there is that option too.
Sure.
Lucy, would they listen a bit?
She says, if what would you like me to say to them?
Well, perhaps just before we begin, we just move to a slightly less food important room.
So I was thinking perhaps we all move up to here and have her tell them down here that there's somebody on the other way that needs help. So when they open that door, then we've got a short distance to go behind them.
That sounds reasonable, and perhaps the thing that needs help is that the person has lost their vegepygmy child.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Let's find something to jam the door so we could get out too.
So,
Well, they have this mayonnaise sludge.
Can we
And make
set up
you
like
feel
a
better, I can also create a bonfire out in the hallway for them to see a visible target.
That fire has lost its child. It looks like a vegepygmy. I think I'm not good at the lying.
That fire is a burning vegepygmy adult that lost its child.
That's horrible.
So
no, Jarl, I'm sorry, it's not really one. That was all part of the lie.
I was like, oh, yeah, that'll work totally.
So we're going for Plan B.
Number B.
Plan B,
Number
subpart
B.
6-ish.
Subpart 6, Article 7638821.
86753.
I'll go by
Alex,
the wall
this is the part where Alex says, so what it sounds like you want to do is.
I'm hanging
I will
out
go by
in
the
case
wall.
it involves. So, it sounds like you want to use Lucy to put a call out, a police call out. Where do you envision her standing when she does this?
We don't know which door they're going to come out of, do we?
Somewhere like, let's see if I can do it. Somewhere like here. Away to the west.
Like somewhere down over in the hallway here?
Yeah, I drew an arrow to the west of that. But
oh, gotcha. Okay. So like have her down here.
yeah, so the police have to come some way, and then we can maybe duck in behind them.
And you wanted her to tell them, or had the call to be that there's a missing child.
Yeah, I think if there's a chance that perhaps they would then bring that vegepygmy out to us, that's even better. But I don't expect that to work. At least it's a starting point. So she's supposed to tell them there's a missing child, looks just like this vegepygmy king we were supposed to find.
And I'm sorry, Luce, I know you mentioned it before, but where might they be coming from? The center, you said?
She says, oh, I'm not sure. Wherever they are on the ship, it is a global call to the police network.
Oh, so everybody.
Well, theoretically, the ones in that space would be closest, right?
I have a weird option. Have we tried just knocking?
No, that's a bit outside our realm of possibility.
I think you're right.
Maybe Lucy knocks and says, please follow me. There's an injured passenger. A victim of crime.
So are you all standing where you want to as she puts her call out?
Um, uh, mm,
Yes.
I'm going to move over by Char.
hold
I'm
on.
behind the door. In case they come out a different doorway.
Yeah.
Oh, because from
get
here I
out
want to be
of
able to
the-
see through this doorway and into that doorway.
So,
And I'm preparing to cast the spell Haste on myself as soon as the door opens.
okay.
Guys, do you want to be in the hallway when they come by, dudes? Maybe.
Well, I suppose that does make sense. I could.
Well, our idea is that they're going to come out of the other door, the door down here, so that you could come from up north. But I guess we don't know that.
It's fine. I can keep Barry company with the being here too, with Jarl.
You know, hey,
On
hey,
a technicality,
I'm Jarl.
I
Nice to meet you.
have clearance. And I just pull out a card. It's like, haha, I have an excuse. Probably.
Which one's that?
This is the violet one that goes to that door up there. I don't remember what it does, but I have clearances someplace.
Let's see. Violet was technicians. Technicians.
I'm a
help with
technician
Violet.
because remember I'm a carpenter, so I have an excuse.
I'm sure you're going to sell that one.
Oh, I'm great with people, but robots or constructs, I'm not too sure. So I will just be right here.
All
Good
right.
idea. Oh, where'd he go?
So, the door opens, and almost immediately you hear this bee-doo, 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 and this like robot comes shooting out, like super fast speed. Let's see, make it visible, and you know I've got the little images. So I'm going to share with you guys the image because I scanned them all day. And it looks like this. And so it's got these two long tentacles, that kind of weird tentacle things that are on its side. One of its arms is kind of a
weirdly
pincher
human
type
hand. That's
thing.
weird.
And yeah, he's got kind of an arm that has a humanoid 5-finger hand.
That's the one that gets me. That's a little weird.
I wonder what
But-
they use it for.
It
And
zips-
shaking.
it
Handshaking, of
zips
course. Yep,
off
you beat me to it.
Handshakes.
and like makes it to Lucy in like 6 seconds flat. And we will roll initiative right here. The door
So that door is currently open.
is currently still open. Like he literally, like the door just opened, and he moved that fast that you're now just reacting. He went that fast down the hallway.
Okay.
And so we'll roll initiative, and Raya, you are first to act.
I'm going to move to here. That's fine. And then I'm going to cast Thunder Step into that room.
All right.
Oh, well, let me see. Maybe I don't need to do that. No, I'm just going to dash into the room. So I should be able to get to there.
And I'll reveal this too. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm going to get to share 2 images here. This is exciting.
All right.
So, oh, and this is one of the color images. So, obviously there's one less of these things in there, but this is basically what you see when you get inside. There's the door to your right.
No.
The door to your right looks just like all the other metal doors that you've seen with the little key card reader to the right. Both of these 2 robots, there's 2 in here. And they're kind of positioned behind that. It almost looks like a desk or a little kiosk kind of thing in there. So they're both behind there. There's all sorts of different, like, I don't know, maybe chests, or there's definitely like a metal box in the back right corner that you see in the image that you're not too sure, I guess, what that is, but it looks like it could contain like items. Like it almost looks like there's a door there on the front. To your left, when you're looking at the map, it looks like there's a door there, and there is an archway there, but it's like you can see through it. But there's
Okay.
also a key card reader thing to the right of that open portal.
Right. Then, as I dash in, I'm going to say, I'd like to report a murder near the starboard recreation area. And I'm saying it in common because I don't know what language they speak, but that's what I say.
Okay, sounds good. For right now, their little cylindrical heads are just kind of like turning, and they both seem to like kind of triangulate on you. They haven't really done anything quite yet. Char, it is your turn.
I would like to use my bonus action to summon my Blade of the Medusa.
Okay, sounds good.
I am sprinting for the 30 it takes to get there. It was just a little bit more than it was like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the haste should allow me to get there in one movement. I'm going to use my action to try and put a spike in as close to I can to stopping the door from closing. Try to just wedge it so if the door were to slide closed, whichever way it seems to be, that it would stop it from closing completely shut. Does it rise up? Does it rise down? What did I see?
It rises up. So you would be like you'd probably try to hammer in the spike like up, like wedge it up top. Do you have like a hammer or something to like hammer this spike in? Okay.
And the other action was to try and put one just on the floor standing up so that if that doesn't work, it would land on the other iron spike.
Okay. I'll say you've got time to like attempt to nail one of these spikes.
Well, he's hasted, so he's got 2 actions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. You could attempt to do both of these. Give me a strength check for the one up top. See if you're going to be hammering through metal. So,
try to just wedge it in there more than punch a hole, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to puncture something probably to get it to catch. So 10 probably isn't good. It's not really making much progress. If you wanted to attempt it again with your second action, you could attempt it again.
No, I'm going to be just in the doorway trying to block it. If it comes down, I'm going to have that other iron spike there to catch it from hitting the ground.
Okay. I think you're still going to have to do something to get it to... It's got to penetrate into something to be...
All right, so I'll try it again, see what happens. How about that?
So the one on the bottom, you've got nailed in, and it seems like that's going to be able to like catch it. So there's probably going to be like maybe like a foot and a half gap if it does come down.
Okay. That's it.
Next up is Jarl.
Jarl will say, all right, I guess we're going, Glyph, and he's going to begin moving. 5, 10. I guess he's going to get about right here, and he will use a dash to kind of get in there. He sees it, kind of make sure he doesn't trip on the spike, and moves in. It goes,
tell them about the murder.
Oh, murder! As soon as he gets it, his eyes open, and Ray go, oh, murder! Yeah, murder! Back there.
Sounds good. Down at the end of the hall, anyone who happens to be catching wind of communication happening down there, you wouldn't understand it. They are speaking some kind of alien language to one another, but Lucy seems to be communicating something to the robot. Selvin, it is your turn. And it's possible Selvin might not be there. We'll come back to him. Glyph Brother, it is your turn.
Oh, yes, it's time to run, and he'll get right down there as well. He's gonna just take his so his dash down there. He's just gonna take his quarterstaff, and he's gonna stand his quarterstaff up, and then just sort of like lean it, like so that it's in the doorway, standing up, and he's just kind of trying to hold it up there. So if the door comes down, there's something else. So like this one he can't let go yet because he can't secure it, but
You're just physically
like
yeah, makes sense.
Come on, get that spike in there, bitter man. And that's it.
Mr. Butterbrickel, it is your turn.
Sorry, I was muted. So I'm going to. How far can I move here? So just sneaking up here. I guess I'll just double move so I can just take a peek.
Yeah, so you peek in there and you'd see basically what that image that I shared. You see the two police robots behind the little desk, and it seems like they haven't really done anything quite yet.
All right.
All right. Then Selvin, you're back. You could take a turn.
I'm running. Man. I'm coming, guys. So wait for me. That's it.
So first, police robot moves right up to you, Raya, and it's saying something. It's saying something to you, and it seems to be like almost like getting into your physical space, like trying to get you to like shoo and like go back out the door. Is probably your insight into what it's trying to do.
All right.
The other one is doing the same thing to you, Jarl. It's just like moving, like getting real close. Doesn't quite. It's not like stampeding or running you over, but it's like it's trying to guide you towards the door and speaking this language that you can't understand. Some communication is happening down over by Lucy, and then we come back to the top of the order. Raya, it is your turn.
All right. I'm sorry, everyone, but I'm going to destroy them now.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to move through to here, and I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade, and I'm going to strike the one to the south.
Sounds good.
So I will put this on first, and let me target him. Remember how Fantasy Grounds works.
19 will hit.
So, and then the other one will take the other damage if it takes it at all.
And a little bit of flame jumps on over to him. As you do that, you notice as like there's like this like very faint blue like orb that kind of like seems to like cast over each of them.
Is it similar in any way to the shield spell that I use? Does it seem to have a similar effect?
Similar. Well, not similar effect, but similar looking, perhaps.
Okay.
You definitely made contact with them, and it was after you hit that this phenomenon happened.
Okay.
So more like, oh, they weren't expecting like to be in this kind of confrontation. Now they're putting some shields up to defend themselves. All right. Anything else from Raya?
No, that's it for now.
Next up, Char. You're there by the door.
So my main goal at being by the door was simply to try and block it. I feel I've done that, and we've got people in. Now I want to make sure that we don't get hit from behind. So I'm moving away from the door and looking down toward where that one we saw run off was, and I'm readying for that guy to start coming our way. He got that far in one turn, you're saying?
Yes. Like he's
Okay.
just wheeled his way down there. Little cherries and berries going.
Okay. I'm getting ready to. I'm readying a spell to hit him if he starts to come back.
Gotcha.
It's going to be
what spell?
going to be tidal wave.
Tidal wave. Okay.
The plan would be tidal wave would catch him
Char's
as he
able to
comes
do that?
across the hallway somewhere in that one intersection.
So the only
Wow.
caution with that is if your trigger doesn't happen, you would lose the spell slot because I think
I'm ready for that.
you're ready for that. Okay. Sounds good.
I just have a feeling he's gonna maybe come back.
Sounds good. Jarl, it is your turn.
He's going to sidestep, and he is going to attack. Let's go. He's going to use his blade against this one right here.
That'll hit.
Damage. Oh.
And you swing and you hit, but you could feel that like your blade like kind of slowed as it passed through that blue force field that it put around itself, and so by the time it passed through, like it just kind of like superficially like dings him. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna try to swing it harder.
28 hits.
Faster.
And kind of the same thing happens a little bit.
What is this?
All right.
Uppercut.
And that one just you hit hard surface but does no damage.
Ow.
But as you're doing that, you hear a little noise.
Oh.
And you see from that kind of invisible door behind you, it seems like there's like another sort of archway-like thing right here where I revealed this little square. And inside that like 10-foot by 10-foot little room with you can see into it. There's no actual physical door that you see. Is a little vegepygmy man. He's wearing what look like some kind of like darkened spectacles and some kind of like high-rise platform shoes.
Ooh.
This like he's wearing like maybe like a piece of cloth or a shirt, but it's all sequined. And like it's an incredible amount of fabric for his tiny frame. But he's like noticed you fighting this thing, and he's just back there like,
I did.
and he's getting excited.
Hey, look, it is the king.
And then the door is attempting to now close. Glyph brother, you are there. As it comes down upon your quarterstaff, there's a possibility that if you're not able to kind of steady that, maybe it would kick out the quarterstaff. Could you give me...
Do I get any help? I think you did get a successful spike in, right?
I'll give you advantage on it. Yeah, he got a spike down on the ground level, so you got a secondary thing there to catch it if you don't. But I'll give you advantage because you're using the quarterstaff to prop this up. So I would say strength athletics.
Strength athletics. Come on. The 16's higher.
The 16 will do it. So you manage to keep... You can feel the pressure coming down, but you manage to steady that and keep the door open. Lucy is... Is anybody looking down there currently? Char is, I guess. Char, you see Lucy is moving. And she, like, ducks out of, like, eyesight.
There she goes, the narc.
but she does like one of these things to the robot, and then she's moseys on, and you lose sight of her. Selvin, it is your turn.
Does he immediately follow her?
Not his turn yet.
Not his turn yet.
Oh,
so yeah.
okay.
Selvin,
Hey, I'm
it's your
here.
turn.
I'm here. What did I miss? Oh, that seems precarious. Do you need help with that? This look like if the
No, I
The
think
door-
I got this, but be careful. The blue light seems to suck up attacks.
hey, I kind of do that. If you don't need help, I guess I can go in then. You
It'll
don't
be
need help?
fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna squeeze past the pole and like, oh, this is a predicament. Oh, and I'll put myself right here. I'll attack robot number 1. It's like, oh, so much for subtlety. Bonk. Oh, okay. No, number 2.
That one hits. And
Okay.
Matrix just slows down. No damage.
That's it.
Glyph brother, you're holding up the door.
So I'm gonna keep holding up the door, but I'm just gonna like look in and be like, well, hitting them doesn't seem to work. Maybe if we make that part right there very hot, and he'll cast heat metal on one of the important looking bits on them. On the one down south here. Boop.
Does it take damage right away or start of turn?
Yay, they fail. And heat metal. Any creature in physical contact takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell, and then I can use bonus actions on each subsequent turn to cause it again. So it should make them.
Doesn't it do something on their turn too?
They can try and take it off.
They could try and drop it or take it off, but I don't know that they can.
Yeah, since he's composed of metal, I think he's
Yeah.
kind of stuck with it.
Which is good. That's what I want to have happen. Why doesn't my heat metal? There's my damage.
So they definitely are built to withstand some amount of damage like this, but he does take it. Just resistant.
Got it. And then I am now concentrating, so I hit this. Yes. Okay. Good to go. And that was action, and then free actions just hold the pole.
Sounds good. Mr. Butterbrickel, it is your turn.
All right. So, yeah, I was not looking at Lucy so much as Char was. So, I'm going to fire into robot number 3.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I need to get all these pictures out of my way so I can actually. Beautiful pictures, though.
The 21 will hit, and you got allies in there, so sneak attack is in play.
All right. Nope. What is it? There we go.
All right. So, you seem to strike it. There's no slowing of the missile, and you pierce through a piece of the metal on its frame.
This is my first encounter with robots, so I'm beginning to wonder why we're killing robots, but not these disgusting grassy turd creatures.
Starting to think we picked the wrong side.
Yeah.
It would make me very upset.
Hey, Alex, one quick thing. Bot number 1 is at disadvantage for attack rolls and ability checks because it failed its con save. I was looking for
Alright.
that, but I don't have the effect to do that for some reason.
So he is up next, so that's going to be easy for me to remember. Bot number 1 is... What's he going to do? He's going to try to wrap up Raya with a tentacle, one of his tentacles. First one misses. Second attack also misses. Didn't. Well, it was at disadvantage. I'm just gonna say they both missed. I forgot to hit the disadvantage. They're both terrible rolls. What was the other thing? Was it just disadvantage on attacks and ability checks?
Attack and ability checks.
Okay. Is that just for the one turn after it fails the heat metal check?
Each time I do damage until the next turn he has it, so
okay.
He's basically disadvantaged until I stop burning him.
And when does he? So it's his turn. Does he take? They have to do a
No,
roll again?
I have to burn him. I burn as a bonus action. I burn him on my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. So he passes. He was not very effective. Char, you were looking down, and yes, the other robot indeed does follow Lucy. Just wheels his way out of there. And
I hit him anyway. I don't trust that Lucy has done something good, so I was going to hit him with the tidal wave farther away if I could.
Oh,
just to make him suspicious.
Sure.
I see that she waves him on. I'm like, here's the setup I've been waiting for. Lucy finally reveals a narc, and then she says, "Oh, come over here," and then she sneaks off with him. So I'm going to do it, but not.
And then they go make out behind the bleachers.
Who knows what's going on there? So I'm going to try and make it happen right about where when he hits that arrow, hit him with a tidal wave going perpendicular. So he doesn't see it as directly coming from me, but he would get hit by it.
Sounds fair.
So let's see. It's right at the range level. So he's got to save.
He makes the save.
I always do. Still takes 7 points of damage from that mysterious slamming of water.
And as that happens, his little head like swivels around and does a scan and perceives you there. And it is at this point that you see it like this like cavity in its body like opens up, and a couple of like arcs of flame come shooting out as a couple of laser blasts come your way. First one misses. Second one hits.
That'll hit.
23. 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it moves like right here. It seems like it's turned its direction and is like coming towards you at this point. The other robot back in the room is gonna try to grab hold of Jarl. Tentacle attacks. A 23 hits. He takes 7 points of damage. And Constitution saving throw. This like basically the tentacle kind of like batters you against the head before it tries to coil you up. So the saving throw is not good. You are stunned in addition to being grappled and restrained.
Okay.
And at this point, the robot begins moving with you. Raya and Selvin, you're both going to have chances to do attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Please.
So some damage happens there. Its other tentacle. Well, no, sorry. I'm trying to think of how this happens. So he grabs him and moves like up. His body is like up near where the key card reader is, and you see a little like compartment open up, and there's like a little like R2D2 little wireframe arm that has like what looks like a key card, and like he puts it into the thing, and like nothing visible happens from your perspective, but it is at that point that he kind of throws Jarl in there, and that ends his turn. Raya, it is your turn.
Right.
But Jarl in prison.
I'm going to spend a couple of sorcery points to quicken a spell and cast an Armor of Agathis on myself. And then I will use a cantrip to Green Flame Blade on this one next to me and attack him. I'll miss. And that will be it for me.
Char, you are up next.
All right.
Action in the hallway.
So I'm going to looking at a different spell. It's going to be first time casting it. So it's Black Tentacles, where I create a squirming ebony tentacles filling a 20-foot square on the ground out to 90 feet from where I am. So I'm looking at the range between me and him. He's moved. So I think he's now within that range. Just need to see.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to try and hit him with that.
What was it? 20-foot cube?
Yeah. So I want to put it as, yeah, so it's just at the end where he first starts off in it.
Okay.
But blocks the hallway.
He makes the saving throw.
What is with this guy? Like a superstar. These are perfectly viable spells that he should be suffering pain and agony from, and he's really ruining my day.
Something must happen on a save though yet, right?
When a creature enters the area for the first time or starts a turn there, it's got to be a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning and be restrained.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing. None of that happened.
Okay.
And so I'm going to then follow it up with running out of the way. And I'm going to try and do that not towards the action here, but try to circle up this way. And I'm going to use my feline trait from the villagers, which allow me to move twice as fast this round. So it's going to be here for 30 and then here for 30.
Okay. Just in case it matters, there is actually no physical door on that room that you just passed.
Yeah, but it also looks like it's a dead end.
Yeah, true. I just wanted to point it out.
Very dead end.
Next up, Jarl. For this turn, you are stunned. At the end of your turn, you become unstunned, and you realize you're kind of in a daze, and you got that vegepygmy, the really gnarly looking guy there with the glasses and the platform heels is like, oh, yeah. He's like giving you a thumbs up. And,
Ow. So I'm unstunned, you said?
At the end of your turn here,
Okay.
That's just kind of like what you're seeing as you're kind of coming to.
Wow.
Door is being held. Lucy is doing her thing. Selvin, it is your turn.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite upon myself and take 2 whacks at police robot number 1. Hey, that's not cool. You don't just arrest people without probable cause, but that was pretty probable if you ask me. So that hits. So he'll take. At least the shield's gone. Not much damage, and he'll have to make a strength save or be knocked prone. Okay. Second attack.
There's a hit. And 11 points with the magical flail.
And I will take one step down. And that will be my turn.
All right. This police robot has got all sorts of dings and bangs and indentations in him. Glyph Brother, it is your turn.
So Glyph Brother will keep the heat on him. And he doesn't even get a save on this one. He just takes some damage. So he takes some damage, and now he has disadvantage on things. And then we will give him a Toll the Dead. As I continue to hang on to this quarterstaff. Cast. Darn you! No effect.
All right. Next up, Mr. Butterbrickel. What are you up to?
So, from my point of view, I didn't really see. I don't think I saw Jarl getting grabbed, but I saw Police Robot 3 wiggling away. So I'm just gonna draw my bow, and as I do so, just sidestep so I can get a view, and trying not to shoot Glyph Brother.
He's trying to make himself look small. It doesn't work. He's like, you just shoot between my arms. It'll be fine. just like this.
So, short bow on Police Robot. Ooh.
That one will miss. One thing you can do, though, I think you're in a position outside the room where you could, as a bonus action, do some stealthing and things like that to help you out with those shots if you got nothing else to do with a bonus action.
Oh yeah. So yeah, throw something like I'm gonna take a cunning action, right?
I believe that's what
something
it's
else.
called.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna do a height action to essentially. I'm just gonna like step over here, so that I'm out of view of everybody, all robots.
Hey, we're in the middle of a fight here. Don't go off and hide. Oh.
And you can give it a stealth roll.
All right.
$19 will do it. So you can take advantage on the next shot that you take in there.
All right.
Police Robot 1 is at disadvantage. It's still going to try to be... I will click the button this time. It's going to try to... It actually turns its attention around to Selvin. And it's going to try to grab at him with its pincher. Misses. Tries again. And that misses. So it's turned its attention away from you, Raya. And you see on its back, another little compartment kind of opens up, and this like greenish glow kind of casts itself over you. And you suddenly feel like this glow has some kind of power over you, like almost like it's moving or shoving you around, and it's like it's trying to grab hold of you. If you could give me a strength. I don't know if it matters. Let's say a strength saving throw. And 16, I think, is the number.
It'll be a 19 with my aura.
Oh, 19. Okay, 19 is definitely enough. So you can feel that you just kind of like pull away from it. And at this point, it's just trying to like follow you with that light, but you're able to kind of dance and dodge away. It's not following you that closely or that quickly that you can't easily get away from it. So you evade it this time. Okay, Police Robot 2 is starting its turn in the tentacle area.
Difficult terrain. Just gotta see if he can get out. If he can make it out, it would be a dexterity check to get out.
Oh. Is there I thought there was something that happened at the start of its turn.
Yeah, it's the dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay. Dexterity check is a 12, which I imagine is not enough.
No, not success. So he's restrained.
And it's dark in there too?
No, it's just
I'm thinking of a different spell.
You're thinking of Hunger of Hadar.
You think of
Yeah.
Hunter there, yeah.
Okay.
this is just an actual real life tentacle, not a shadow tentacle.
Okay. Does it take damage though too?
I think creature that starts if it starts its turn there, I think it's where I get confused how it's supposed to work out. I've never
Yeah. So roll 3d6. He takes damage then.
Okay.
— 12 points. Okay. So he takes
It was
12 points. And
the level up spell that I didn't really understand.
He can use his action to try to break free. So that's what he's going to do on his turn. And he's going to choose to try to do strength check. 18.
Yeah, he's free.
Okay. So he's kind of moving difficult terrain. 5, 10, 15. He gets to right there. Robot number 3 is back in the room. This one moves up and is going to try to grab Raya with tentacle attacks. First one, a 16 misses. Second attack is the same thing. We're back to the top. Raya, it is your turn.
Right. Let's see. I believe that we've done more damage to Robot 3, correct?
Almost exactly the same, like a little bit more, but they look at about the same condition.
They've nicely gotten themselves equidistant, so I'll just Green Flame Blade and attack the Robot number 3 first. So I'll apply that effect.
That one's a hit. 9 points. Halved.
And then I'll apply the damage to the other one. There's a touch of damage there, and that's enough for me.
Oh yeah, sorry, it wasn't the total damage wasn't halved. It was just the fire part. All right.
Yeah, they're resistant to fire. I've learned that, but it's what I've got.
Char, it is your turn.
So I was trying to figure out what the best way to do this. I'm far enough away that I think my concentration is broken on that spell.
Not necessarily. You'll be able to maintain. There's nothing on. Yeah, you can maintain.
I have no reason to maintain it with it being behind him, and I can't move it. That's what I was looking for. Whether it was mobile, and it doesn't seem to be something I can move once I cast it.
Not that one.
Yeah. So since he's managed to get through, I did what I wanted, which was slow him down and affect some damage. I'm just going to burn a sorcery point to extend a simple minor illusion that puts an image of me standing right here at the corner of the intersection while I step back out of the way. So put the illusion will look like it's right here where I was standing.
Here's a
And
token.
I'm gonna go
you
back
could
here.
use that token to show me where you want the illusion.
All right, trying to work out the range. So, yeah, right about there.
Okay.
So 60 feet from me, where I can be out of sight and still have it. So let me just back up more here, and it be trying to work this so the line of sight doesn't. Because I think I need to maintain line of sight for it, right?
I don't think so. I mean, once you cast it, like it's there. You know, I think you can duck around, and that's fine.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
All right. Next up is Jarl. Jarl, what would you like to do?
So did you say that door closed? Like or is it open, the one that he just threw me in that
There is no door that you see there. You can see
Okay.
through just like as an archway there.
Okay. All right. But I'm assuming Jarl is prone right now.
You're not necessarily. You're just standing. Like you just kind of got like tossed in there, and you were
Okay.
stunned and dazed, but not necessarily prone.
All right. He's gonna take a look at the vegepygmy king for a moment. Just nod. Take a step forward. Kind of ow.
And
He's gonna go. Yeah. Go ahead.
as you try to, like, you kind of like, there's some invisible force field there that you can't like get through.
Okay. He's gonna kind of go down, and he'll look down and reach down at his foot, and kind of in his sandal, he'll reach down and he'll pick up a rock and go, "Oh, jailhouse rock," and he'll throw it down, and he'll I guess he's gonna try to get out somehow. If he can't do it, I guess can he look around? What else can he see in there? Because now I assume
all of these. So you're guessing you found the little detention area. All of the cells have just an open portal there, but you can see the little vegepygmy king. He's doing his best little mime impersonation in his cage, and so you're getting the sense that they're all some kind of
Whoa, thanks for the jams, man!
some kind of force field is in each of those doorways.
All right. He's going to try first to go after the archway. I guess he's going to try to hit it because I don't. Is there anything else around? Can I like perceive if there's any other key card or at least anything around? Or
there's definitely no key card kind of thing on this side.
Whoa, thanks for the jams,
the
man!
cells themselves all look like, well, so they're empty. They're barren of any like objects or anything laying around. But each of them does seem to be kind of equipped with, it almost looks like some kind of piping that like kind of comes down, and it might seem like it is a little bit reminiscent of that machine in the kitchen kind of area. It's got like a couple of buttons, like a receptacle. At the bottom of the pipe or the tubing that comes down.
Okay. Yeah. If there's nothing more he could do, can he examine the door? Is there anything on the outside of, or like you said, there's in any of these prison doors, there's no buttons or anything at all, like even on the
Nope.
outside?
Nope.
All right. I guess he's going to try to hit it with a sword to try to open the archway.
All right. Give me an attack roll. And you strike at it, and it doesn't feel like you've cut into anything. Like your blade just kind of reverberates back at you, and you can't really see anything, so you don't know if you've really done anything or not. But it doesn't feel very good. Like it doesn't feel like progress.
Okay, I got you. In that case, he's gonna go up to the door by the archway, and can I hear anything going on out there or not really?
Yes, you can hear everything like plainly as if there's nothing there.
All right. Okay, he's gonna kind of go up there and just kind of put his face on it, kind of go,
Yeah.
"I'm stuck, guys. We're stuck." That'll be the end of my turn.
Sounds good. Door is still being propped up. Lucy is running around somewhere.
I can't believe she hasn't come back. Wow, what an ally.
Jeez.
Actually, this would be interesting. You would see her at this point. Probably she's just come around the corner here and is looking at you and recognizes you, and she's waving. And she says, "I did what you told me to. He's not following me. I don't know why. I thought I was doing so well."
Sure. I've got her on my back.
Selvin, it is your turn.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm trying my best, and I'll bonk it twice with a flail. I don't know. Oh,
That one
yeah,
will
that
hit.
hits. 4 damage.
Sure, I think Selvin's on their team.
Ooh.
Thought that for some time now.
That's all I got.
Glyph brother.
So Glyph Brother's like holding this pole here, and I'm guessing the door's like up and downing or something, so he's got to keep hold of it. And he's like watching Selvin. It's like, "Hey, Selvin, would you maybe want to try this?" And he offers a mace out to him instead.
I remember that. Give me a second. Bonk, bonk. I'm so sure.
No, you want this.
Oh, I
and
know. I know. I gave you it.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, you're gonna want to use that. But in the
But the
meantime,
flail, it's so cool.
it's very nice. But we're going for
Oh
efficiency
yes, it's
here.
very nice.
It's a very nice.
Nice.
But we're gonna do a heat battle. It takes a little bit of damage there. We'll do the Toll the Dead.
Fails.
He fails.
And he takes that. 5
Woo!
points.
And then
Much is on.
like I'll be like holding the quarterstaff in my teeth and then handing the mace out, and if you can get a hold of it, that would be a mace of smiting.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mr. Butterbrickel, you are stealthed.
All right. I don't know what I should be shooting at though. Maybe I should be shooting down the hall at Robot 2.
Go after Lucy.
But I think I'm gonna shoot Robot 3. Just gonna peek and shoot.
And yeah, 23 will hit Robot 3.
Let me bring my Mac.
Sneak attack.
You had advantage because you were hidden, so you could see you got the crit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
try. Nope. All right, so sneak attack this guy.
1 second. I think it might be on there twice. So let me take one
Oh.
of those off. There you go.
Well, what's so wrong about that? 22 damage.
22 points
Woo!
of damage.
Nice.
There
Nice
we
hit.
go.
And as a bonus, I'm gonna just cunning action over here. Do a little slip and hide.
Sounds good. The number you need is 14. So if that becomes a part of your routine, you could just know that.
All right. So I'll roll that
police...
quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So you
Got it.
Police robot 1 over here is
Disadvantaged.
Is on disadvantage and attacking Selvin with those pincers. Miss and a miss. Again, it's gonna try to do the tractor beam thing to Raya. Strength saving throw.
And that's at +3 from being near Selvin.
Mm-hmm.
So it has you. I just have to see if it's a true grapple.
It's one of them fake grapples. Somebody just stuffed a grape inside an apple.
Yeah, you're not actually grappled, but you just get moved.
Okay.
And so he kind of just moves you over here by the cell. And that's just for that turn.
Okay.
Police Robot 2 is down the hall. And is 1, 2, 3.
Where'd you go, Char? I don't see you on the map.
He
Far to the
ran.
north.
He ran
Okay.
north.
I missed that somehow.
Makes
Oh,
makes
I
some-
see you now.
It makes some attacks against this illusion here, and will end its turn there, realizing that this is not actually you. Back over in the room, Police Robot 3 is moving over by you, Raya, and attempting to grapple you with the tentacle. A 23.
Oh
We'll
no.
throw up a shield to block that.
And second attack is a miss. Back to the top. Raya, it is your turn.
Let me spend my spell slot on shield here. Then
Well placed use of the shield.
yeah. I'm going to move around to the other side of that one. And oh man, I wish they weren't so resistant to flame, because I've got a whole lot of fire spells. So instead, I will use Green Flame Blade to get a little bit of bonus damage, and then I'll attack him.
That'll hit. 9 points.
And that's it for me.
All right, we're back to Char in the hallway with Lucy.
Oh, I'm going to mention to Lucy that, well, your boyfriend robot's coming back this way. And I drop a tidal wave number 2 on him. So I'm determined that this spell will make him pay. Fair water and metal. At least there should be rust. No.
Yeah, if you have a few weeks, maybe he'll rust.
Are you?
My what?
I'm just trying to figure out how this is working with the tidal wave from where you're standing.
So, well, it would be me coming out. So he's already seen that is not the real thing, right? He's already taken out my illusion. So by moving to where I can see 120 feet, I can just have it hit this spot in front of the hallway and move down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But its area is 30 feet long, 10 foot wide, 10 feet tall. So I figure even if I put it at the part of the hallway I can see, in that 30-foot stretch, it should hit it.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can like get like a good line of sight to like make it as effective from that spot where you're at.
So I was saying if I can put it into a spot right where I can see, then the
Yeah.
fact that it moves 30 feet long, 10 feet wide would encompass it.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. I'll say you can do it from like where you're at, but he'll have advantage on the saving throw because it'll be a
I
little
mean,
wonky.
if I have to move, I'll move. He already made the save, so he's already got that. But if I need to
Okay.
move to get a better angle at him, I'll do that.
Yeah. I think so. Just to have it be, I don't know.
But if you won't, I can use since I took that other turn and at normal movement, I could move here to where I have the full power of it.
Sure, that sounds good. Ah, no, my map went away.
No map.
No.
Roll.
Oh boy, school. Where's the map?
I don't know where.
Sorry, audience. 10 minutes from now, you'll see the map again. So, go ahead, Char. And you already did all your stuff.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm seeing? Okay. Next up, I can't do the clicker right now, but Jarl, it's your turn.
Okay. He is as he's kind of face pressed up against it, he's gonna kind of look around. He saw the button. He didn't want to press it, but now he kind of wants to press it. So he's gonna kind of reach up, kind of press the button about 3 times, if he can.
Just kind of press it 3 times.
I think the thing that I was telling you about is it's in the cells.
Oh.
So it's this like contraption that I mean, it's for feeding the prisoners, right? Like
yeah, I know. I know that.
Yeah, it's inside the prison cells, so you can't get at it quite yet to get that mushy deliciousness that'll slop down.
He's going to knock on the force field at Rhea and go,
I don't understand anything. I can't hear you.
Oh, I wasn't talking. Can you get me out?
Oh no, I can hear you. All right.
Okay. I wasn't sure. You could hear. I didn't know if it was a one-way sound door thing.
No, what were you doing? Never mind. Not important.
If you could get me out, please. Try to get me out.
Right. I'll get on that.
Thank you. And that's the end of my turn.
You know, he does the motions well, but I don't think mimes are supposed to talk.
What's a mime?
See where Lucy's allegiances lie.
She's like right behind you, just like standing there.
The hammer of Damocles over my head.
The thing is, when she does attack you, I don't know that I'll blame her.
Really? It's like everyone's going to kind of be like, huh.
Still doesn't prove she's an enemy.
I haven't attacked her yet.
No, not directly.
No.
She just says, that spell that you cast was really impressive. Did you get him?
No, he's coming
Did
to
we win?
kill. He's coming to kill Jarl if you don't stop him.
Oh, we can't have that happen. Jarl is my friend. Selvin, it is your turn.
We can't have that happen.
Thanks,
Selvin is an
brother.
easy mark.
I'll grab the mace from him and take
He
2
has
strikes
money.
at robo number 1. And as we've established, these are indeed constructs.
Yes, they are constructs.
All right, first hit. And if at any point any of this damage hits go below 25, it is instantly destroyed. Attack number 1.
Say it again. I didn't understand it.
If at any point the damage I do drops to below 25 hit points, it is automatically destroyed.
Got it.
And to ensure that happens, I'll put a Divine Smite on this.
That's gonna
This
be a
one
lot of
near me is
dice.
considerably more damage than that one. Just FYI.
Yeah, but I also got this cool radiant power from Pelor. Yeah. Oop. So.
I don't know Pelor personally.
I feel like
He's a
you're
bit-
missing the dice from it being a construct.
It has to be a crit.
Oh, on the crit. Yeah, got it.
Mm-hmm. and I'll take another attack.
You should try critting it then.
I will also bonk. I will move myself around to get. You're still too far away, Rhea. I'll move right here, and that will be my turn.
I'm trying to stay further away from the door where it could throw me.
Come over to me. I got you. Probably. That's it. That's all I got.
Glyph brother.
Glyph brother will apply the heat. Oomph.
Nice.
Yay, really
What was
heats
that
that
the little
time.
like Star Trek or Starcraft guys said? I don't remember. Flame on. I don't know.
Flame on.
Isn't that Johnny Storm?
Yeah, I was like,
I don't think that's it. I don't remember what they said.
You need
The
to
Beastie
construct
Boys
additional
also
pylons.
said that, so I'm gonna go with the Beastie Boys on that.
Ooh, and he fails on the Toll of the Dead, and we'll hit him some necrotic. Doink.
15
Nice.
points.
And he's just like, dook, 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 pff, dook, 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 dook. That's it.
He's looking pretty rough as we turn to Mr. Butterbrickel.
I'm spinning.
Yep, sorry. I was trying to move the map to go to Butterbrickel, and instead I just spun your character a bunch of times.
That's all right. That's like what he's doing. He's down there like, okay, like this time it's coming this other.
Suddenly,
It's
Glyph Brothers start saying "wooka wooka wooka."
So I'm gonna slide back into VU. Oops, not in the middle of a square. And I'm gonna take a shot at Robot 5 again.
Robot 5.
Oh,
Is the
Robot
fifth one?
3. Robot 3.
Jesus, you just added 2 robots to this. These 3 are hard enough.
You don't see the other robots, you guys?
She did put
Oh,
out a
shit.
big call, right? So
I mean,
do that.
if one of us was going to loosen it, it was going to be Chris.
So I have a sneak attack because
Sneak
he's
attack.
standing next to my.
Did you take advantage on your attack, just in case it's a
Oh,
crit?
I didn't.
'Cause-
Yeah, I should
yeah.
do it again. I need to remember this. No.
Okay, still a hit though.
All right, and I will not sneak attack twice again like last time.
All right, 15 points of damage.
Nice.
And then bonus, sneak away. And just roll that right away. I'm like just dancing with the bow. Nope.
Dancing with my bow.
Police Robot 1 is gonna try disadvantage yet, Glyph brother?
Yes.
Okay. He is going to try to wrap you up with a tentacle, misses, and tries it again.
Sorry, I'm smelling up the house.
Oh.
Actually, it doesn't do quite that. It swivels around, tractor beam Selvin. Give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Hey, what does that light do? Oh no.
Head towards the light.
And it starts to push you back.
Whoa.
And as it does so,
Oh, hi, Raya. How you doing?
Oh, son of a
squeezes in
bitch.
here. The little wiry frame thing hits the key card, and it pushes you to right here. I'm gonna say so. Yeah, you don't see what happens. There's no visible thing, so you don't know if the door is open or closed. But you get pushed, you get moved to that spot right there, and you kind of are a little bit in Jarl's, right near Jarl. Robot 2 just got hit with that tidal wave and is moving 5, 10,
Is rusting.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. Gets to right here, and
That robot is subject to entropy, just so you know.
The couple of laser beams come shooting out at you, Char.
Over time, it will fail.
Let's see. First one.
I can't use my shield reaction spell, can I? Since I just cast another spell.
You no, you didn't do anything with your reaction. I don't think. Did you?
No. So I
Because
would,
you didn't hold that last spell. That was just you just cast it on your turn. I think, right?
right.
So throw a 19. You could use shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield to bonus me up 5 more points, so that would miss.
Sounds good. So you managed to defend yourself there. Police Robot 3, back in the room, is dealing with Raya. Tentacle attack. First one misses. And
I don't think so.
Second one misses. Raya's turn.
Right. I'm going to cast a Ganzer Scorcher and put a ray of fire through both of these fuckers.
They both fail.
Light them both up.
Both are still up. But they take damage and
then I'll move to here and I'll use my last sorcery points to Green Flame Blade as a bonus action. On we'll target number 1 with it. I'm a halfling, so I re-roll that.
All right. It's a miss, but it's no roll on the fumble table.
Shite.
Next up, Char.
So I have decided that I'm not going to give up on this spell, that there's clearly a way this could work out. And I'm going to try to tidal wave him one more time.
I thought it was going to be bonfire.
No, I was like, bonfire. Yeah, that's when I'm really desperate. I'm going to make sure that this works. So I'm going to target him one more time with it. Oh my God.
Water against the robot, like he's just cruising through it. You know, maybe a little bit of like what do you call it?
Take slapping?
Hydroplane.
Hydroplaning, yes.
At least it takes 9 before I turn tail and run with my feline skills. As I run past Lucian, like, your turn to stop him. And I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 10. I get to here as I run away.
All
and that
right.
was sorcery points used to cast that one.
Jarl, it is your turn.
I sell then.
Hey, I didn't think this could go that bad.
He's
But
gonna
that light came out of nowhere.
He's gonna attempt to push to kind of just hang his head down. Say, well, we found the king. And then he's gonna try to see maybe if that archway is open now.
Where the vegepygmy is?
No, yeah, well, not the vegepygmy, the archway to get in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still closed.
Okay. Then he's gonna just lean up against the vegepygmy.
It must have it must just be like reappear almost instantaneously as that.
He's gonna, he's gonna say, you know what? If they throw anyone else in, let's lean up against this thing. So if it opens up, we fall forward at least, dude.
That sounds much better than what I was gonna plan. I'll tell you my plan on my turn.
Huh? Okay.
So Jarl's
And
like planking up against the invisible force field, like hoping
Uh-huh.
at some point.
To
Okay.
fall for it.
So if it
Uh-huh.
opens, he'll just fall in. Really, that's not that bad of a plan.
Lucy is just following Char. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she just looks at you and she says, "Are you nuts?"
Yes, this is more. It's a very good option, considering how effective my plan has been.
The first time she's questioned anything.
I'm trying to
Selma,
make
it's
her
your
more
turn.
human.
So I'm gonna do the exact same thing Jarl was doing. All right, so here was my idea about this. Instead of you just trying to push yourself, I could just throw you over them because you weigh like 120 pounds wet. Huh? If you say yes, I'm doing this. This will be my action if you do this.
Throw me over what?
Over them so you don't get thrown back in here.
Oh.
I just
No.
need to yet. Okay, I'll wait at the door.
It sounds really fun.
I'll just have my back to the door,
It's
just
more
base
that
in
I've
hand,
been
and
trying
wait.
to. I've been waiting for someone. You came in and I tried, and I'm just gonna. I think it might be better. It's like quick, very quick.
I'm gonna
Get
cast
ready.
a thunderous smite and just have it ready and be like, okay. And that will be my turn, and I'll
So
wait for the thing to open to then
So Rhea
bonk
just sees
them.
us both kind of.
This is a Dragonborn elf just chilling on a doorway.
Listen, I can't fucking open the door, all right?
Open the
Just
doorway.
kill them already.
I'm working on it.
Jarl's planking up against the invisible thing. Selvin, you're like ready to whack-a-mole as soon as you see them like use the key card. Is that it?
Meanwhile, the
I'm waiting
halfling
for
is by
something.
herself in this room with the two of them. Just
Don't
fucking
worry, you
dealing
still-
with it.
Hey, Rhea, don't worry. You still have my aura ability, so I can kill myself to save you.
Oh, great. That's very reassuring.
No problem.
Glyph brother, it is your turn.
Glyph
nice.
Brother will heat him up once more.
7 points.
No, that's helpful.
And we'll toll the dead from where we're at.
He
Yes.
fails.
Fall down.
It is still
that
up.
will
Oh, do you ever die?
Where they were.
I don't know
Boss
why I
battle.
expected we'd have more success against them and that it wouldn't be a big deal to add a third to the fire, but really regretting that now.
You're on your own.
Might be a little late to express regret. I really have some regrets.
I mean, as far as I know,
I-
everything's going really
It's
well.
fine. You got like
I've made some mistakes in life.
3 corners to come around before we have to worry about it.
I'm sure the vegepygmies are getting ready to help out.
No, they told you how
Mhm.
unwilling they were to even help their chief because they've been fried by so many of these robots in the past.
I was hoping to find a way back into that chow hall and just distract the robot.
We don't need any more barbecued Brussels sprouts.
Oh.
That's
Mr.
vegepygmies.
Butterbrickel, it is your turn.
All right. So no advantage this time.
Third on him, Butterbrickel.
So and I keep on moving because I'm trying to be sneaky. So I'm not really seeing where I'm just seeing the people are disappearing when I look back. But I'm gonna keep on shooting at 3 because that's what I've just been swinging at this entire time.
I'm all right with that.
20.
20 will hit.
And you have a friend in combat, so you're sneaky.
Yay.
Butterbrickel.
15
Ah.
points. Let's see. I add that in there. All right. Anything else, Butterbrickel?
Did I kill the thing I've been shooting at this entire time?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'll just look at them and say, "Bring it on, you fuckers."
You can see
Police
behind him.
robot. Police robot 1. I've got a little roll I gotta make real quick.
Is it disadvantage on ability checks? I don't know if that counts.
It would be a saving throw, but he
No, it
still
doesn't help.
fails. As it's like pinchers are out and it's going for you, Raya. It just like powers down and just stops moving. Robot number 2, though, is very much in play and speeding along 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And it's like Char and Lucy. Well, you just hear Lucy, like, she swivels her head like 180 and looks back, and you just hear her say, at least we were together, Char. And you hear this like pop, and this like metal canister is like boom, drops like a few feet in front of you, and then explodes. Please make me I believe it's a dexterity saving throw, but I don't have.
I think this is terrible for you, but it's really entertaining.
Yeah, the goal is for entertainment.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
What you say?
15's not bad.
15.
It'd be my luck that he saves against
Pretty sure their
me
save
all
was
the time,
16 though.
and I never save.
You do manage to like shield yourself and like turn around, so at least like the fragmentation doesn't hit you. You just kind of instinctually recognize something bad was about to happen here.
So I instinctually step behind Lucy.
That could be. I haven't thrown her saving throw, so I don't know. It's gonna end up being. Oops, I didn't quite get it all there.
That wasn't all of it.
That wasn't all of it. Still, that was all right. 23 points of damage. So you made the saving throw. So 11 points.
Okay.
I gotta have Lucy do this too. And she fails, so she's gonna.
No, Lucy.
Oh, Lucy, you're so fine.
All right. So that's what happens there.
Maybe that'll finally get her antagonized to fight back.
Could be. She's still up. She's still doing fine. Police Robot 3 is still active. Where is that room? There it is. Gonna take a tentacle attack at Raya. Miss. Second one. A 25 to hit.
Yeah, I can't shield that one.
You do have Armor of Agathis up though, so there's that.
I do. So he takes 15 points of cold damage. And I'll roll that.
Okay. You're not stunned.
As soon as he hits me, he takes that. And that is number 3.
Yep.
Why did that only roll 1 die? It shouldn't roll any dice, actually. It should just do 15 points of cold damage.
Just 15. Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm not sure why it's rolling anything. It's a custom creation that I made to level up the spell, so maybe I did it wrong.
Okay. It's okay. He takes 0 points of damage because that cold doesn't seem to affect him.
Because they're immune to cold. Okay.
Yeah, so he hits you and he's got you grappled. He swipes the card. And yeah, he's got the movement to try to push you in, but Selvin, you had a readied action.
This is my moment.
Well, and so did Jarl.
Yep. I'm gonna do Selvin first. You hit.
Yep.
And it's enough that you like knock off this like big part of the body falls off of its back. Maybe it was like the power center of this thing, but you hit that off and it falls down and sparks go flying and it just drops Raya. It had just grabbed her and then powers down and is just kind of sparking and malfunctioning there in front of you. and powers down.
Do I get a
So-
second attack with a held action or no?
Who are you attacking?
The other one that's right in
Technically,
front of
you
me.
don't
Just, like,
with a technically you
smashing-
don't because the multi attack is only when you take the attack action on your turn.
Ooh.
It's
But-
okay. The other one's out of commission too, so
Okay.
Oh,
I guess
hey,
it
don't
doesn't
don't
look
don't
that way
don't
on your end.
don't hit it, man. We need the little cards. Don't smash. Calm, calm, calm.
Yarrow, now's your chance. Leave the room.
So it had just opened the door. Is there any chance that its little arm with the card is still out that I could use my action to swipe up through that with my sword and sever it and take the card?
Yeah, we'll just say that that's an action. You can do that. And
Then
it's
I
not,
will
it's not as
that.
easy to carry as like the true card, but you've got this weird appendage thing that you managed
With
to
the
like,
card
pull out
with
of
the
it.
card
That's-
thing on it. That's
Yep,
fine.
Yep. But it works, and you'll be able to use it, and force field will withdraw.
Right, then I'm just gonna use my action to kick these things out of the way to get back in there. Because as far as I know, we're free and clear now.
Hey, did anyone hear that big booming sound? And where's Char?
Speaking of
I'm sure he's
Char,
fine.
I'm pretty sure he's having a fun time.
I keep seeing waves just wash down that hallway.
where's all this water coming from? The
He
theory of
entertains
this being a
himself.
boat is becoming more and more true.
The vegepygmies. No.
Oh
Char,
shit!
it is your
Yeah,
turn.
you're right. He's probably drowning vegepygmies because he hates them.
So I'm in a bit of a quandary whether I make the simple escape, which is only temporary, run away, but would definitely get me away, or I make one more attempt to see if he can finally fail a save.
Do it.
Which
Do it.
to
Just
get him to
lean into
finally-
it.
To get him to finally fail a save also requires me to survive his repercussions when he eventually succeeds.
Just know, Char, that it's all part of a conspiracy against you.
Yeah, I'm sure that Lucy's doing something here. Just can't quite figure out what it is yet, but I know it's there.
It's like watching the pitcher signal. She's signaling the pitch.
So I'm going to try to banish him. My last big spell, which would be a charisma save, to be banished or nothing. First, the usual save in half.
All right. Banishment it is.
Which would only it's only going to buy us time. Because I
Unless we
assume
hear-
he's native to this plane of existence. He's just going to go away for a minute.
Let's hope for that popping noise then.
Whoa, thanks for the jams, man.
Dun 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 dun.
Thank you for the cheer.
So let's see if we can make this finally happen. Roll low, you son of a bitch.
So
Ooh.
charismatic. He gets to 9. Boop. And let's fast play the next few rounds here. You
I
got,
quickly
what is
turned
it,
to
a minute,
It's
right?
it's a minute. I go, Lucy, I didn't like the way he attacked you. He's one of your own kind. I think you know whose side you're on. You need to stay here and watch for him. He's going to come back, but I can't take him out. Do you know any way to stop him?
We run. She just keeps running.
Bye.
All right. Good plan, Lucy. And I run with her.
Good talk.
Back to see if maybe we can catch up to the rest of the team and see how things are going. Go. We got about 30 seconds before the other one
What?
comes back.
Right. Well,
fuzz
I've
is
got
here.
the ski cart, so I'll just
Are
open
we-
all the doors.
Are we able to get out? We're able to get out
Yeah.
now. Fine. and
Yep,
everything.
he's got Raya. She's got the key card and can free you.
Ugh,
And
thank you.
The
Well,
veggie
everybody
pygmies.
out.
Char, no. And I'm running straight back to the dining room. Bust in. Everyone okay?
Now, the only tricky thing with that is it does not seem to manipulate the cells.
Right.
It operates this initial one to get into the corridor, but not the cell. It doesn't seem like.
Is there any sort of control on the outside of the cell?
No.
Nothing in there that seems to be a switch or anything that you can manipulate.
There isn't any kind of control or anything there.
Hey, he's like saying 30 seconds. Maybe we deal with that first and then come back.
30 seconds for what, Char?
I banished him, but he's going to come back. I just
Wait.
don't know what he's going to do when he comes back and nobody's
All right,
around.
back up. You banished who?
The other robot.
Oh,
He
fuck.
attacked Lucy, and so I banished him.
You okay, Luce? Is that how you okay?
But that's temporary. And when he comes back and he doesn't see us,
I require maintenance.
he's going to come back here.
All right, well, let's move up there and ready attacks, and when he comes back, we'll just blast the shit out of him, huh?
So
All right.
I go back towards this hallway in the hope that if I do see him coming, I can report it and maybe draw him off to give the rest of the team time to do whatever they're going to do.
Okay.
Well, what if we just all line up around where he's going to pop back, and then we just blast the shit out of him when he shows up?
How long did it take us to blast one or two in the other room?
We weren't really concentrating fire as much as we could be.
I was kind of stuck in that door for a while.
So
He's
I'm
gonna-
gonna, so I'm gonna say, position yourselves. You had enough forewarning to like put yourselves where you want, and I'll give you kind of the meta knowledge. Yeah, he's gonna follow where he last saw them going, and report back to HQ. So you can predictably figure out where he's gonna pop up. So let each of you, they'll just go through the initiative order, and you tell me like what your readied thing is that you want to do when he reappears here.
I'll be down here, and I'll ready an Eldritch Blast when I see him.
Okay, let's everyone else feel free to move your tokens. We'll try to speed this up a little bit, but Raya, go ahead and make those Eldritch Blast attacks.
And I make 2 attacks.
So
Which
both
I didn't
will hit.
target him, but I'll target him now for the damage.
All right, and do those push?
No, I don't have that. I only have the one that has damage.
All right, Char, what would your readied action be?
I'm readying the Shadow Blade, which when it comes up, I will throw it the distance at the guy.
All right. Are you standing there though? Where you're?
No, I'm going. If once we have identified where he is, I'll be moving to where I can see him. And
Yeah.
the 20 feet distance, in order to throw it, I'd have to run up to about here.
Okay, so just to be clear, like this isn't an actual turn. This is just like your reaction as it's coming. So where
Then
would
I'll
you
be-
have been standing?
I'll be tucked in here then. If we've got people looking and we know where he's going to come, I'm going to
Okay,
wait
you're
for him
with-
here to get past the
So
doorway.
if we have the time to prep for this, I would want to be in front of Char unless Selvin is, because I know that between Selvin and I are the ones who can negate a hit.
Salvin, it looks like you're with Char. That's where the two of you want to be?
I was here because I thought Char killed the vegepygmies.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
if
I heard tidal waves.
if
I was like,
Char
oh,
was
no.
going to be up there,
I'll be
I'm
here.
going to be in front of him unless Selvin is in front of him.
I'll be here.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so Char, you're doing your Shadow Blade from there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give it a roll.
Okay. That's going to be. So just got to make a regular melee attack. So I'm going to do it with. So it's something I'm proficient with. I'm going to do this.
And Scott, I can help you. I made an attack for Shadow Blade for Raya, so I can help you do that. It's pretty easy. You just have to make a custom attack for it.
Okay. I just
But
haven't done it
I
yet.
just have it sitting in my actions so that whenever I cast that, I've got it.
16 doesn't work, so I'll just let it recall and reform my hand for the next round.
If
Sounds
I
good.
remember correctly, these things are immune to psychic damage anyway.
Jarl,
Um,
what would your ready to action be?
my ready action is I'm gonna see it coming, and I'm gonna find one of these little discs. I'm gonna insert it into the handle of the sword, and I'm gonna spin it. It's gonna start charging up, and I'm gonna be readying a pretty much a polymorph hit on it.
Sounds good. Getting the polymorph blade ready. Um,
And I guess I might move up a little closer, so if it does move up, I'll be ready to hit it with it.
Lucy's not necessarily doing anything to prepare for that. She doesn't have any ranged or anything, so I think she's content to try to get away. She doesn't want to get hit with those grenade canisters again. Selvin, what is your ready to action?
I bonk it with a mace. So I guess I'll run out and bonk it with a mace.
Well, okay, so your ready to action is so it like just appears. So whatever your ready
Yeah.
to action is, that's the only thing that we're dealing with. Not turns quite yet.
I
Oh.
guess a dash then to move
Okay.
there.
Your ready to action is to move or to okay, sounds good. So you can move yourself. You're up to your speed then. Glyph brother, what would your ready to action be?
I will just ring the bell, toll the dead. Boink. Hey, it hit.
There's a failure. 13 points. And Mr. Butterbrickel. Ready to action. What would you have been doing upon seeing the robot?
Well, if I was really ready, I would have unmuted my mic first. So my ready to action would be a short bow shot down the hallway.
Sounds good. We'll just say you did like a stealth, and you want to give me a stealth check real quick just to see if that is indeed
Sure.
the case.
Let's see how stealthy it is.
No,
Not very.
you just regular attack was good. You could fire one down there. And that'll hit. Six points. All right. So now into regular normal initiative order. Raya, full turn.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll just blast it again. Let me get it targeted.
Actually,
Right,
oh
I'll send-
wait. Sorry. I should have him do something though, because it would have been his turn when these ready to actions happen. So, he is going to see Char scanning around. Critical threat. Grenade canister gets launched in your direction. I need Char and
A what now?
Dexterity saving throw.
Hey Char,
Grenade.
hey Char, you have a +3 to this.
Don't need
That
it.
is 15. So you both save.
I'll take Char's hit.
Okay, so
I'll forego my reaction. I'll take all the damage.
so the total damage is 19. You both saved, so you'd be taking 9.
Take that.
You'll have to do it manually. I don't have.
Yep.
I don't have this grenade.
So
thing.
19 total damage.
But what about all the vegepygmies cowering inside as well?
Mm-hmm. It's a split-second reaction. I don't know. Char was there.
They're cowering back from us.
They're heading to the north. It's okay. So 18 total damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think how much time has passed. Would the veggie pygmies still be in there? I think they would be. They were
Whoa,
hanging
thanks for
out.
the jams, man.
I did run in say after as soon as I heard tidal wave I ran in, so I would have seen.
Hopefully they're not still eyeing my back.
There is some collateral damage a little bit as a couple of Char. You can whisper a little silent victory to yourself as a couple of the poor little guys get fragged. And everyone else is scattering and freaking out and Muppet pandemonium in there.
Muffler
sorry.
Pandemonium is my favorite band.
Sorry, Raya. Okay, so your true turn now.
So I did launch one Eldritch Blast and it missed, so I will send my second bolt and I will hit with that one.
7 points there. Hey, Shady Bonsai, good to see you. Thank you for the cheer.
And then really that's, well, I'm going to move up to here.
Char.
I've decided I'm going to go old school and try to create a fire right underneath him. See if he can dexterity save his way out of that this time.
He cannot.
Right. No, psychic damage doesn't work, but that would take some heat.
He could take, even though he's resistant, he still takes 7 points off of that. All right. Next up, Jarl.
Seeing that he's getting thoroughly beaten, he's gonna remove the disc and run up and attack him. Let me go ahead and get my thing up. Oh, that was great. Sorry about that. Okay. Miss, attack again, swing.
7 hits. 12
Then
points.
Then he's going to bonus action key point, stunning strike. Never mind, won't do it. Instead, never mind. That's it. Yep.
All right. Lucy's turn. She's just gonna hang out in here for now. Glyph brother, you might see Lucy is like eyeing up that box that was in there. It looks like she's kind of like knocking on it, and she's kind of like fidgeting with it, and like pressing the little button thing that's on the front of it. She's just investigating that. Sullivan, it is your turn.
I'll move out and block it. Hey, Jarl.
Hi.
1, 2. With sea mice. Oh, okay. Extra okay.
Okay.
Could have been a halfling.
Oops, that's not the right one. There's 2 tables on here. One is the cooler one. There it is.
Cooler.
Is it though?
Oh my god. Okay, this is great. So
Oh, please tell me.
you hit it, and like you see that like it like you when you knock you like slam into it and its body swivels, and that little compartment on its back where the tractor beam comes out, like you hit that and like this like beam comes out of there, but it's like a purple light that casts over your body, and you whoop, disappear.
Hey guys, I think I'm...
Oh, hey, that is a new trick.
Well, shit.
Do you have more actions or anything like that, Selvin?
Was it a spell?
No.
Then no.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to reveal like what's going on with you, I think.
Okay. That's my turn.
Glyph brother.
Yeah. I'll just cast Toll the Dead very confusedly. Which will do nothing. He will then try to give it a bonk by conjuring in a spiritual weapon. And he bonks it.
10 points. Still up. Mr.
He's
Butterbrickel.
Very
Unless,
tough.
sorry, Glyph Brother.
No,
did you
no,
have-
that's
Okay.
right. That's it.
Mr. Butterbrickel.
All right, I'm gonna step out, and I'm gonna fire one right down the hall onto police robot. 2.
Get him. Yes.
Yeah.
Butterbrickel.
Critical hit.
Oh, Mr.
Oh yeah.
Butterbrickel.
Oh yeah.
You beautiful
And he's
bastard.
next to my buddy.
Whoa,
You
thanks for the
beautiful,
gifts, man.
beautiful bastard.
Thank
Ooh,
you
look
for
at
the
that.
cheer.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Mr. Butterbrickel, this little crazy robot, you describe the kill, please.
So he looked like he was dead. He was all flooping around, and I just saw a sparky spot, and I just shot it into an opening, and maybe there was a small explosion, but nothing that would hurt Jarl. Just maybe it looked pretty. It just looked
Thank
pretty.
you.
Pretty.
Ooh, that was
Figured.
pretty.
Whoa, thanks for the
Whoa,
gifts, man.
that looks even
Fire
better
is
after
pretty.
eating that vegepygmy dandruff.
Yeah, really cool. The cosmic
So-
beings of the
Hey,
universe.
does anyone know where he went?
Sylvan.
Scene cut. Selvin.
I am Victor.
Here is what you see
Did you change your back?
as you.
I did.
Ah!
You apparate
Who are
into
you?
this room. A skeletal figure that is dressed in this like kind of foreign, outlandish clothing is slumped in a chair. Slumped in a chair in front of a desk. Computer or a little box. You don't know that it's a computer, but it's a computer. In front of him. You see that box that is on the desk is emitting some kind of a sound. It almost sounds like, I don't know, like rain on a rooftop. There's a closed metal wardrobe to the left of the desk.
This is not the hallway. Oh boy.
Oh, hold
Oh.
hold on. I think I'm about to have another prop that's going to be added to the scene. So, I want to see what this might be. There's a
Oh, no,
little
sorry,
name-
that was just me.
Yeah.
It's I think he needs a name tag, and I think
Yeah,
it's got to be Paul.
Yeah, there's like a little name disc like on the desk that says like Paul, but then there's like quotation marks like his office like nickname, and it's just Slumpy Kirkhow.
Well, you, Mr. Paul Krikau.
I mean, I think that's
I don't know if
unfair.
Paul's
I
watching
think
it. I
that's
hope he is.
unfair because we haven't seen any sign of Paul in the chat.
Yeah, I'll have to clip it for him.
I guess the first thing I do is a divine sense to see if I'm actually still on this plane.
Sure. You do a divine sense. You don't send no undead.
Paul, 120 degrees.
There's
Arrow.
a wine. There's got to be a wine glass on the desk also.
Of course. Of course.
Just looking around, is there any doors?
That is a good question. There is one door at least. There are two doors. Both of them have the key card reader that is emitting a red light.
I guess my first thing to do is investigate Mr. Slumpy and what his desk thing is.
Okay. You go around. Give me. How far are you taking this investigation? You're just like going to the other side of the desk and like.
Well, I need a key card.
perception?
I need
Okay.
a key card, so I'm going to have to go pretty in depth with this.
Okay. Give me a quick investigation check.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to the other side of the desk. You see this that box that's sitting on the desk that's making this noise. You can see it's illuminated, and there's just like it looks like snow on the screen. There's some kind of weird apparatus in front of it with a bunch of what seem like maybe language and letters on them that might be buttons that you could press. Um, there are drawers to this desk, so you start like kind of opening those kinds of things up. And as you're looking around, so this is probably taking you some time. You're looking for a key card, but you do find some different like documents and things like that in this alien language. And eventually you have to start checking out the body. And so rifling through his pockets, you find a
Gonna-
red key card.
I'm sorry to intrude upon your space. I'm just gonna take this off of you. I'm sorry. Boop. Success. We have found a key card. But where am I? Oh boy. I guess my next thing to do, I guess because it's shiny, it looks like one of those game arcades I saw earlier. I'm gonna push a button to see what happens.
Oh man, how do I want to handle this?
I pushed the far leftmost button, if that helps you.
Just no, yeah. Roll me a d20. 3. You do that, and like the static like ends, but you just see like a bunch of script like start to like come across the screen in this language you don't know.
This is gonna give me a headache. I'm just gonna walk away from that. It's like, nope. I guess I'll investigate the cabinet that's to the right side of Slumpy over here.
Okay. Opening. There's handles on the door. Are you gonna try to open that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You open it up, and it's kind of like a locker. Like you open it up, the doors of the locker have like things that at this point you've identified. There's like a pistol. Basically, what a pistol. Who had one?
Lucy had one. I had one.
Yeah, I
In
thought
a
somebody.
sense.
You've seen this. It's kind of like that other. There was that other like arsenal area. Some of the stuff in here kind of looks like that area, and so there's a thing that looks like a pistol. Another like uniform that looks like probably fits the poor guy in the chair. It's like some kind of uniform. It clearly has like what look like medals, like gold adornments of some kind, maybe displaying rank or title. But the main thing that your eye is probably drawn to is something that looks like this. That's what in the main part of the locker.
My eyes get as big as it has been since I lost it.
Don't go by the vegepygmies, you'll lose it again.
Who is this disembodied voice telling me these things? This is so weird.
It's just your conscience.
I will make notes of it. I'll say
Check out the abs you get with that one, though.
I already have natural abs. It's okay. Who is this disembodied voice talking to me?
You don't have a 10-pack.
No, it's like a 2. I will
Always
leave this up in
carry
there for
around
now.
a 6.
I'll leave it in there for now. I'll be back for you, my darling. And I'm gonna find the door that's on the left side. I'm gonna try and use the key card and get out of here.
The door that's on the left side.
Of course, the left side. It's always left.
All right. You see, it opens
Always
up
pass it on the left-hand side.
into a hallway where there are 4 more doors that you see. As the door opens, the hallway extends to your left and to your right. Basically, on the opposite side of you, 3 doors. When you turn to your right, there's at the end of the hall a door. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 doors.
It's gonna It's gonna do like the old finger lick and see if there's any draft. Find nothing because we're in an indoor building with no sort of air system.
No
Eeny,
draft.
meeny, miny.
I guess an important thing for you to realize is that 3 of the doors seem like they require the gray key, which is like that highest level that you haven't quite gotten yet, and only one of them has a red clearance.
Is the red one happen to be on the left side?
Actually, it is.
I have found my quarry.
Gonna go
And
over there and open that.
And at the same time, I'll be casting a Thunderous Smite on my mace.
Okay. The rest of you, we'll pause real quick to see what everyone else is doing.
I go in to check and see how Lucy is.
Okay.
Going to make sure that this the king is out.
I'm trying to push at the air where Sylvan is. Sylvan?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one there, unfortunately. Yeah, so Char, a couple of you are like going back to where Lucy is at, and you see her messing around with this big box that was just to the right of the little desk area where the robots were hanging out. And she says, this, I think there could be something useful in here.
Is there a way I can help you get it open, Lucy? We've shared oil or whatever happens for your blood. I want to make amends for poor treatment.
She says, "Oh, there's nothing wrong. You've been nothing but a gentleman. Ha 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 ha. This, I think that this box could be opened with a red key card."
Of course it could.
Does this work?
And you hand her the little extension, and she
Severed arm.
She does a little curtsy and like a thank you, and uses it. The thing like kind of glows, and you hear like kind of like a pop, like it released, and she opens it up, and like the door, there's like it almost opens like a hinged box, comes open, and you start looking around in there, and a lot of the things that you are seeing kind of abnormal looking. There's 2 things that almost look like maybe they're like masks, like ceremonial masks. They've got kind of like almost like tentacle like things that like drape off the bottoms of them, kind of elongated big black discs. Yeah, you're not really sure what those could be. There are 12 or so of those little metal eggs that some of you have found in previous areas. Each of them seems to have some kind of little button or knob at the top of the egg. And then
Lucy can't
you're asking her what these things are?
I think we've asked her before. I just don't remember if we got an answer.
She'll tell you about the masks, and she'll say these things could protect you from noxious gases or maybe infected areas of help you to breathe clearly. She tells you about the eggs. She says she's not sure. She says that they refer, she describes them as, that thing, Char, that just got shot at us from that robot down the hall. These things are kind of like that sometimes, but they may have different effects. They're not always explosive.
But they're dangerous.
She says, yeah, very, very dangerous. They're often used by police and military.
Thank you.
And then there's one other thing in there, and she pulls that out, and she's like, I like this one. And it looks like a gun. It looks like one of the pistol guns, but a little bit different. I think I've got a picture of this one. So I'm going to pop that up. This is what it looks like. It's like a handheld kind of thing. It fits in her hand. So that bottom part is the grip.
What is that, Lucy?
And she says, This is like, do you know what a gun is?
No.
Whoa, thanks for the jams, man!
It's kind of like, and then she points at Butterbrickel's short bow. It has the utility of that weapon, but much more powerful, much more effective.
Can anyone use it?
Maybe with proper training. I think I should hang on to this one though. May I keep?
What Char says.
She kind of like, you can tell she's trying to be a little like endearing, like.
The big
one
moment
thing-
of
one thing
Char.
for me.
If you had it, would you have shot that police guy that was trying to kill us?
Of course, we are friends. I would do anything to protect you.
Okay, so this makes you more of a valuable teammate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just tell everyone else so they know how much more useful you are. And I'm sure that it'll be fine for you to have this. You've done good work.
And it's probably about this point you hear a thunderous sound from this wall over here. And so I'll just reveal these areas now. Selvin, this was the original room that you were in. Someday it'll reveal. Just to the south there. And then you just stepped into this hallway here. Anything, as I'm showing those things, other things that other characters want to do?
So Glyph Brother has been bending metal to secure his quarterstaff just to keep that door open. So he's finally got like the little metal bits bent and everything's kind of secured. So okay, good. Now I can let go of this stupid thing. Hey, did anyone figure out how to get the vegepygmy king out? And oh, look at all the stuff you found.
Yes, I've released the king here, and I'll walk him back over to the others.
Oh, these.
Wait.
Oh no, I haven't, because I don't know how to
Oh.
open the cell.
Wait,
I've opened the way to the cell, but I don't know how to open the cell.
I feel like you may have oversold your ability then just a little bit, but
Well,
that's
it wasn't
okay.
so much ability as just I misremembered where we were. A lot has happened in the meantime. I was able to open the way to the cells, but the cells are locked by some other mechanism. So we've got to find a way to unlock the cells themselves.
Okay, so there's no key slots though.
There's not. So I'm thinking maybe there's a mechanism somewhere else that'll open them.
Okay, well, this is a table. That's no good.
Let's
this is a
give an
chair.
investigation of this room here.
Sure.
Selvin.
And
Selvin.
maybe this is a good time to go back. We just heard the thunderous smite. Selvin, you're readying that, and then you wanted to open this door?
I ready it. If I see no one within a minute, I'm just going to smack it against the wall to have it go off.
Okay, so I think that has happened. I think everyone's heard the boom.
Wee woo. Wee woo. I'm going to look for a red door.
Okay, that one is the only one other than the one that you came from. These other three are the gray door.
I see. How about the one to the south?
Gray.
Guess I'm going back in the other room then.
Okay, so Selvin emerges from this other room then, and you're all back together.
What's that noise?
Let's all pretend we can't see him.
Selvin!
I think if you oh,
Hey, okay.
You will not
And-
believe what I just found.
Ooh, Shady Bonsai just redeemed inspiration for Butterbrickel. Mr. Butterbrickel, Shady. Come on.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Is what I would say is if you were here. Selvin, where are you?
I'll just leave. I'll go back to the office. If this is how it's gonna work after I've taken everyone's hits here, I'm not gonna put up with it.
no,
If you
wait.
want to find me, I'll be over here, and I'm
No.
gonna go back to the office.
Define everyone. Whose hits did you take?
Who's
I've already
talking?
gone.
Who you guys talking
Already
to?
left.
No, Oh, hey, is that the door too?
Ooh.
I can't be mad at you guys. I'm just upset. I was I thought I was doing really well, and then just the thing just did a purple light, and then and then there's some dude who was just dead, just on a chair, slept at
Really?
a 120 degree
Wow.
angle with a bottle of wine next to him.
I'm not following this story.
Just
Where?
follow me, and I'll lead him towards the office.
So you all see that same setup that was
Okay.
just poorly described to you by Selvin, and you see the dead man, and open cabinet, and you hear the you don't hear the sound of that device on the on the desk anymore, but you just hear like it kind of sounds like like a beeping, I guess. Like a pinging sound.
I have no idea what that is. I can't read it. It hurts my brain. But look what I found.
What?
I'm showing
Oh.
you it. It's right here.
Spring break.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was closed.
Big suit of armor.
Oh.
Probably don't
Whoa.
want to
Look,
show that to your vegetable friends.
Oh, they're fine with me now. They love me. I'm great with them. We're like bros now. I'm pretty sure once we have the approval of the king, this will be no issue.
the king.
Because
Vegetables.
Did you guys
Veggie
find
Bros.
what
This-
happened in here?
I have no idea. My guess, he's about 526 years old and looks very good for his age, other than, being dead and all. Oh, and I found one of these weird hand things. Anyone want to use it?
What is it?
I have no idea.
It's hand sanitizer.
No, it's kind of the similar thing I had in my other armor, except you can hold it and it's not destroyed.
Lucy says, "Oh, that's another weapon like the one that I have. Someone might be able to make use of it."
I mean, it's not my preferred use of things. I like bonking things with flails, so someone else can have this.
I've got all the weapons I need, but
I'd take a turn at
certainly
it.
interesting.
I mean, I'm finding most of my magic doesn't seem to be very effective down here. I don't know whether they're somehow enhanced against everything that I've got. It'd be nice to have a backup plan.
So, so you're gonna take the laser pistol from the cabinet?
Yeah, I can show it to Lucy and go, maybe you can show me how to use this.
She will try to help you out with it. You'll have to do. Do you want to try to figure it out right now? You can do an
No, I don't.
intelligence check. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll let you get a free hit on me.
So
I don't want to risk firing it off in this enclosed space. Oh, we've got
Okay.
other things to work on.
So just remind me at some point before you use it, you do need to succeed on a check to properly use it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna drop this into your inventory. I'm wondering what it'll be called if it's unidentified. It just says laser pistol, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's fine. Just remind me that you need to make a check before you like equip it and use it.
Okay.
All right. So before we do anything more, just like I want to make sure that everyone gets in their inventory like the things that you just found. So the 12 grenades of you don't know exactly what they do is how do you want to dole those out?
I don't think we can carry more than 3 each, right? Probably were kind of big sized.
You could carry more than 3. They don't weigh that much as long as you got a bag or something. I'm not gonna make them so unwieldy that they're just like randomly going off. So they're secure unless you intentionally want to use it, it won't go off.
I'll take at least one just to have another emergency in case they get chased by a robot. They're doing absolutely nothing wrong.
I would take 2. Seems like a good number as my cut of the grenades.
Sounds good. So 1 for Char.
Lift will take any that are left over, saying that expressly, I will be taking these outside at the future date and setting one off at a distance, and will report back. If they appear to have different markings, I will let you know. So I will not be using them like that. Seems just like a bad idea. But if you want to use them, that is not near me, please.
So I think we got 9 left.
Do any of them look different?
No, they all look the same.
One seems like it'd be enough for me to carry, but if I don't want to leave any behind, so if we need to take more, I'll take a second.
I don't feel that I'd benefit from any of them. I prefer my own effects that I have control over.
8 high explosives of Glyph's backpack. Yay!
All right. So I'll give Char 1 more, and then I'll give the other 8 to Glyph Brother. And I think that's all we had to deal with was that, because Lucy's got the 1 pistol, Char, you
2 masks.
and the 2. Oh yes, thank you. The 2 masks, those gas masks. Who would like to take those?
I'll take one.
1 for Jarl.
I suppose I'll take the other one.
And 1 for Raya. Okay. So, I knew that I would forget to do that if we didn't do it right then. So, you see that Lucy like goes over to where that box is on that desk, and she just kind of points at it and she says, "I bet we could use this to free that little mold person in there."
Oh,
Well, that'd be great. Do you know how?
She says, "Not exactly sure, but with enough time, maybe I can play around with this." She starts typing. I'm gonna give
Right.
her...
Well, I'm inclined to just let her go.
yeah.
So Glyph's sort of looking. Well, if we would like, that fellow over there looks a bit dead, but I could probably arrange to speak with him for a few minutes and cast the tongues on someone so they could talk back, but I would need a nap before that. It seems like something best done after a full night's sleep.
Would his outfit fit me?
You know, usually
you got
I
the
recommend
wings, right?
not.
Yeah. No, that's ghost wings. I'm good.
And he sort of like leans over, like, there's a whole set in the closet. Maybe try those on and leave the person
Oh yeah, I
in
don't need
there.
to take it off the corpse. I mean the one in the closet.
Okay, you had me worried for a bit there.
I don't want all the weird cooties that are from some dead alien, man.
Dead people don't have cooties.
You know what dead people do when they die? Crap
They die?
themselves.
Very little if it's 500 years later.
I don't need ancient crap in the pants to be put on.
I mean, if there's just a small brown spot on the bottom of his pants, I don't know. Maybe.
Listen, after 500 years, there's not one little tiny piece of shit still in there.
But the
Well,
smell
yes.
will be there.
Well, yesterday I didn't
I
expect to be
doubt
finding
it.
metal constructions for veggie dudes. So here we are now. There may still be crap in his pants.
Okay, so if we don't figure out the way to get the king out, we'll have a little conversation with the slumpy fellow here.
If we can't get him out through the compute through this box thing, then we'll just blast the fucking door and get him out.
Well, yeah, I guess we could go through the wall. The door doesn't really have a door.
Well, there's a frame around it. I'm sure we could blow that up.
Lucy says, "Oh, well, this is
Uh-oh.
interesting." She says, "It seems that this this console here is connected to the closed circuit cameras on the ship." Oh, you guys probably don't understand what I'm saying. Look, you can see
Oh,
other
what now?
places.
You've become
Oh.
remarkably aware.
Closed cricket cameo? Is that like a bug capture thing you wear on your neck?
She
It's like a
says,
shadow box or something.
It'll be easier for me maybe to just show you. Come here. And she like motions for Glyph Brother to come around to like look at what she's looking at. And she says, if we have time, it would be great if you could come and see. This area is very beautiful, and you are looking at the screen, and you're just looking at what appears to be, like, Glyph Brother, you were in the Isle of Dread, I think, right? It almost looks like you're looking at a tropical something down there. There's like a lake. There's a little island there. There's a bunch of trees. You can see wildlife, like birds, kind of like flying by the camera. It just seems like, yeah, like kind of like that foliage and that climate from that area.
Grip is like, bing, bing, bing. He's like, why would anybody make a scrying ball that's only got one side? That is so stupid. You can't see around it.
She says, I'm sure if I spent some time, I could probably find like other areas of the ship for you to take a look at. But anyway, we're trying to find a way to get little guy. She's clicking and clacking. She says, "Oh, I think I found it." You hear like a sound from the other room, and it sounds like footsteps. Like the little vegepygmy guy like figured out that his door was just freed, and so he's like in the doorway. Like he comes like walking into the room where you all are, and he's like waving.
Hey, little dude, you're out. Yeah, cool.
He kind of goes over to you and he like wraps his arm like around your like calf or whatever, like little bro hug.
Yeah, it was good to see you. You okay? Can you? No. Oh, you understand? You understand what I'm saying, dude? No.
He's just making noises.
I'll be right back.
That sounded like he said he did it. Oh.
We need to get in here.
I'm going to the diner to get.
Oh yeah. Where is it?
All right. So you go to get that character, and the doppelganger arrives, and a little bit of like a two-way conversation that you're just like watching them like looking at each other, and he's like making noises and emoting, but you don't know what their conversation is, and says, it would seem,
Oh,
I relayed to him, he's very thankful, by the way, that you have freed him. I also, because I knew you were going to like, oh, you know, tell him this and say that and, you know, relay our whole backstory. I've already done that. And I told him that you want to reunify their people or their kind. And he says he didn't really like that idea so much, but he says he owes you a debt of gratitude and that he'd be willing to try to get his tribe on board with meeting with the Southern tribe. But there's a problem. The reason that they split originally is because something that he calls the old gods. Well, they went into a place that's forbidden to the vegepygmies to go to, and they haven't been seen since. And so it used to be that they kind of worship whoever these old gods are, and their split came after not being able to commune with these gods that they worship. So he very astutely realized, you know, you all are not vegepygmies. You would be maybe able to go to that spot and maybe convince the old gods to reappear, or if you could get those two gods to come back and show themselves, that would be a message of unity for the vegepygmy people. Each tribe seems like they kind of favor one over the other, so if they could see these two back in action again, that might be the sign that they need to reunify.
I can understand the desire to reconnect with the gods, though I do think I'm going to have a conversation with them, because boy, do I have a great new god for them. That can be later.
He'll communicate to you. He says, yeah, sure, you need me to try to be an evangelical for whatever crazy god you worship.
No, it's fine. I will cast a spell that I can talk to them with. You know, because, you know, when I waste my time casting spells so I can talk, then we just have to put you on the front line, and that will be fine, right? Or, you know, you could translate and maybe drop the attitude.
Fine. He's resigned to his spot. On your map here, I'm going to show you. He's going to tell you where this forbidden place is. You're going to have to navigate kind of like back to that hallway with the fungus where the little screaming toadstools are. It's over there. Here's the arrow. It's a room that does not have a door, although you don't know that quite yet. But he'll describe. They say like that is the forbidden shrine of the old gods, and that is where those two retired some time ago and have not emerged since.
Put the arrow on the board already?
Yep.
Yeah, it's to the northwest of us.
And sorry, did I lose the connect? Is that the area that she just showed us a picture of? Is that where the lush tropical paradise is?
She would be able to tell you no. That tropical area is actually on the 3rd floor. So I could take you there sometime later after you've rested and recuperated. It's very relaxing down there.
Could you show us an image of the place that we are now talking about?
She says, and she's trying to click and clack through the computer system. She says, it doesn't seem like there's a camera system set up in there.
Lucy, you ran past there when you were trying to trick the robot. Did you see anything interesting in that area?
She says, I didn't know. It's just kind of a garbage room. I think there's some old soda machines in there.
Ah, the god of caffeine.
Is that what stunts their growth?
Hey, do you mind asking the king what exactly these old gods look like? So I'm not really sure the divinity of a vegepygmy group is organized. So
So they start to commune and converse or whatever, and he reports back. It sounds like they look like much like these metal golems that you've been dealing with.
more like her or more like those. And I'll point to the police robots and then Lucy.
He tries to convey that, and he says, "Oh, he did not like that question. He said there is nothing like the old gods."
Of course, there's not. There's nothing that's ever like the old gods.
I think we might have offended him just a little bit.
A little bit. My
Tell him
apologies.
it's cool. It's cool, dude. No offense, dude. Tell him like that. It works. I hope.
I don't know if this is a religious issue. Maybe we should just like kill the North.
No. for as
Let's
much
just
as
kill everybody. Actually, you know what? Let's just.
For as much as I'm trying to save these little dudes, it's not going in my favor very often.
Well, hey, I mean, if Lucy just ran past there, we could just go over and take a look.
Yeah. I mean, we already know you can walk past there safely.
No, we know that Lucy can.
But we now have like 4 cards. Violet, red.
I mean to say
Sketchy.
that we know that a metal person can walk by there safely. If these are old gods as they're described, that doesn't mean that a flesh and blood person can walk by there.
Only one way to find out.
That's true.
So,
Shall we go converse?
I think if they're going to actually be God's commune is probably the proper term.
Bless you.
Is that true if you're sitting with them face to face? I think that is just talking.
I think it's still communing. It's with a God.
Bless you.
No, it's commune. Commune. No? Okay. It's fine.
I don't really commune with the divine in this. Okay, let's just go. Who wants
The
to
only
like?
the only communes I've known were full of loonies.
Hey,
Uh,
I firmly believe in communism. That's why I'm a red panda.
so, are you all heading over there to investigate, or
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
you
And who
want to go
needs
check it
healing?
out? Okay.
Glyph Brothers on his way to take control of the means of production.
Yes. So you head over in that direction. You can move your. I'll move Lucy. If that helps to kind of identify where you're going. But as you peek in, the room is dark. It kind of has that smell of the mold and mildew that you kind of a few of you maybe would recall a similar scent had been found over in the police headquarters like the first time that you went into that area. A couple of you had like entered into a room that had like an intense mold issue. So this room is kind of that similar thing. A lot of mold kind of caked into the corners of the room. Filthy green, black patches. There's some patches that are kind of more of like a red russet look. But the thing that is most immediately based on like what you're trying to find in here, right? You're looking for robots, these golem things again, and you see 2 strange boxy types of constructs, and both of these are also kind of coated in mold. Here's an image of what one of them maybe looks like. What did I name it? Okay.
Oh, it's probably from the water damage.
Nice.
Hmm.
And there are two of them. One has
Are they both
this,
Coke Zero?
like,
Oh no.
one of them has this symbol on it.
Oh.
Wait a second. I think I've seen this
Oh,
somewhere
the Cola
before.
Wars.
Dun,
And
dun,
the
dun.
other has
Oh
this symbol.
boy.
Wait, I think I've seen that somewhere.
I can't take it anymore.
I had to. Sorry. I will do a divine sense.
There is no divinity here.
I'm just gonna Yeah, I don't know if I want to get a part of this one, guys. I don't think I want to be a part of this.
Hey,
So-
Liz.
What
are these things?
Well, hang on. Before you get into that, I have a bad feeling about red mold. I feel like that was one of the bad things, and he'll try and call back to his days of yore.
Give me
Mold of red, you're suddenly dead.
give me a nature
Something?
check.
Sure, can. Not.
You're not really convinced that the mold is actually like authentically like a different strain, or like it just might be that it's a blended like a different coloration of the same thing. Like
It's
that
just stained.
Oh, it's not the natural red hit. Okay, no problem. It's all fine.
Lucy.
Jarl.
Hi. Sorry we haven't got to talk for a while. How have you been?
Oh, I've been very well. I've been spending some quality time with Char. I think he's really he let me have this, and she holds up the little gun.
Oh,
Like kind of
really?
like crazy, like she like shoves it in your face, like
Oh,
pointing it at
that's
you.
so cool. Yeah, is he still? I know we talked about this. Is he still trying to kill you?
Oh, I don't think that Char would ever try to do that.
No, I mean neither. He's
I mean,
he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
He knows that I have a direct connection to the police robots. I mean, that would be
Yeah,
that would be suicide.
definitely.
And now she has a
Definitely.
gun.
That's good. Yeah, that's smart. Anyway, Luce, what are those things?
Those are refreshment dispensaries.
Yeah. Oh. They
Are you
move?
thirsty?
Uh,
She's looking at them and she says, typically they would move, but I think that they are in need of maintenance.
Maintenance.
Oh, hey, we have a technician.
Yeah. Everyone slowly turns to Dawson's to summon.
Wait, what? Oh,
You
I
ha-
just have
you
the
s-
card. I'm a carpenter. I don't work with metal.
Well, I work with metal, so like if you can handle the carpeting, I'll handle the metal work, and it'll be fun.
Absolutely. I see no wood on that in any capacity, though. So this may be all you. So I will help where I can. And I'm going to do my channel divinity, the +5 thing, because why not? I will be an emissary of peace for 10 minutes. Let's go fix a vending machine.
So Glyph will head in.
I'll head in.
Was there a way in? You said there were no doors. Like
There's no door.
Got it.
The door seems like it was like blown off or something, like damaged. There's no.
okay.
Or actually, probably this room just would be open. Like this was the vending machine area. Like anybody could come in here. The ice machine is like in disrepair in the corner. So you move in and you're taking a look at what exactly you're doing with the machine.
So Lucy, what the sort of maintenance does this thing need? It obviously is a little dirty, so we could clean that bit off there. And I mean,
I have an idea before we get to that.
Okay.
Man, I am so thirsty. I wish I had a drink right now.
Nothing. No.
Yeah, they're broken.
She says, well, typically these things are. She says, that was a good try, Selvin. That was a great idea. And she says, typically these things are lit up and they will respond and ask you what your beverage of choice would be. I'm thinking since they're not lit up, it could be an issue with there must be a disconnection between their power cell energy source.
Where do
Oh,
they
you
get
mean
energy from?
these things?
Yeah,
I'll hold up
those
energy
things.
cell on a disc.
Yeah, she's. Oh, that's good. You've got some.
Yeah, was looking for some. That's why the whole debacle happened last time.
okay, so do we put those in a thing?
I don't know. I'd say it's time we get to work.
So
Good thing you've got your card.
I got the card.
He's a card-carrying technician.
yeah. So you're looking for the place to insert that battery cell. Give me an investigation check. So, you're digging around and you're trying to figure that out. The mold is an issue. So as you're digging around, you don't necessarily interact directly with the mold, but in your poking around, you rattle something that kicks up some of it, and you and Glyph Brother are gonna have to give me a Constitution saving throw as some of those spores kick up into the air.
A disease?
This is a good question. I have to look that up. If it's a disease. Nope, not a disease.
So, Glyph Brother, you're at a 19 with Malbora.
19 and
I am in pain.
Uh-oh.
So the immediate effect is you take 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Almost instantaneously, you just like start coughing, and like your voice gets real scratchy, and you just kind of feel like there's something not quite right about your windpipe.
This is not gonna feel. And I'm just gonna turn to the corner and sneeze a breath weapon and see if that helps.
Little frosty discharge does not clear up the condition.
And then I'll do the most likely thing that's gonna fix it, and I'll use 5 points of lay on hands and to cure a poison.
Okay. I'm gonna say
or disease.
Yeah.
I'm immune to disease, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that this will work and clear that up for you.
Oh, hey, so I just noticed, the mold down there is actually red. The stuff hanging up there, like draped over there, is not the same as the ones that are down here, like the carpet.
Are you sure? It looks more like a burgundy, if you ask me.
It could be burgundy.
Was the skeleton? Is there a skeleton on the floor in the room?
Not yet.
Yes. Let's say yes. It's pictured there on the map. I could imagine that someone came in here and,
is it
dying
holding
of
one
thirst.
of these beverages in its hand?
An RC Cola.
Oh.
It's short-circuited. It asked for a Dr. Pepper.
Glyph Brother, I have a question for you after this. So the whole debacle between these two factions is because They each have a preferred soda or preferred beverage.
Yeah, it's pretty common with religions.
Yeah, that is very true. What if, before we power them up, we combine them as one? Make a third religion.
That sounds disgusting.
Well, I like where this idea is going. I think
This is option number Z.
Okay,
Just so we have this clear.
Coke.
So yeah, I think option Z perhaps is for after we has the things we want, and then we could work towards improving the vegepygmies' lives. I mean, really, they should be giving some consideration to like Kelimvor
or Pelor,
really any of the not walking box type gods.
Lucy, do these machines exist in any other part on this level?
She says, not quite like this. There are other vending machines, but these ones are special. They walk, they'll talk, they'll converse with you, they'll make you feel good, they'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
I would hate that. I would hate to have someone do that to me.
Do any of them have small bags with crunchy bread-like items in them? Maybe with a little sprinkling of really finely ground cheese.
Oh. She says, "Oh yeah, but they're down on the third level, closer to guest services. We've got some snacks."
Oh hey, I'm actually a fairly wise individual that rarely occurs to me, but I remember just like seconds ago we got something that protects against inhaling bad stuff. Perhaps now would be a good time to deploy such items.
I think you're right. That would have been a much better idea than just constantly inhaling it.
Could also drop.
Unlike you, I'm not very bright.
Well,
you could also drop an egg in here and just make the problem go away.
No.
There's the whole Godslayer title. It's not as glorious as you might think. No,
hey,
you don't want that one.
Butterbrickel, do you have those weird mask things?
No.
Yes, we do.
Raya had one, and Jarl.
Yeah, I had one.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, this pretty thing.
So
maybe borrow it for a second.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
With brothers like thunk on the end of his nose, he's like,
all right,
maybe I need someone with not a muzzle.
Yeah, this is not really our best option here. So I'd say it's time we get cracking.
So who is donning the masks, and someone's going in there to try to figure out the power cell thing?
I think we both are.
Who's both?
Myself and Glyph brother.
Okay, so
I mean, as long as it reasonably fits.
Sure. Yeah. It's pretty large and not really like face conforming. So, you're back in there, taking another shot at it. Give me another investigation check. And are you helping each other? You could do this at advantage if you're both kind of.
Yeah, this time we'll work together. Teamwork.
By the power of teamwork, we will be victorious in this endeavor.
Yeah.
So who wants to roll it?
I'll roll it this time.
Okay.
15. You got the number you needed. Together. It's hard. You're like breathing. It's fogging up in there, but you eventually find like the compartment that you need to that will take that power cell that Selvin had.
You has two of them, correct?
I have two of them.
Okay, so we should probably put them in at about the same time.
Absolutely.
You don't want a god to get a head start on another god. That's the way bad things happen.
Are we doing a 1, 2, 3 go or a 1, 2, 3?
I think it's go 1, 2, 3 and then in.
Did we put it on go or we put it on 3?
On the half a beat after 3.
Okay.
Okay. Go 1, 2, 3.
So you're both you're trying to like activate both of the robots at the same time. Is that what
Yes.
the timing is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you do that, and they both activate and like start to glow, and like there's just kind of like a little bit of like a lag time. Like they're both glowing, and you're like, whoop, what happens next? And then maybe a minute or so passes, and then they both like start moving, like their arms like and their legs are moving. They're kind of like walking forward a little bit, getting in your space a little bit, and just shouting like you just like metal music on one of them. Like the Pepsi one is just like hardcore rock, and then the other one, the Coke, has like more of like a, I don't know, classical music playing, maybe something a little more folksy, but they're spewing some kind of slogans at you in a foreign language that you can't understand.
Yeah, this seems like something the vegepygmies would like. Ugh.
I think so. Do we just leave now, or do we ask for like a drink? Uh-oh.
I think they'll probably follow us out.
Okay.
You
I
start
guess our
to
work
leave,
here is
and they're very obnoxiously like on your heels. Like you just imagine they're like, you know, ooh, wouldn't a cold frosty beverage feel good on a hot day? Try. Well, we've got 17 new flavors.
It's funny because they, instead of saying divine favor, they say flavor. It's very weird.
So how are you gonna get them to like cooperate?
So
just keep walking.
Yeah, you at this
Yep.
point
Yeah.
you lead them back
Go
to
ahead.
the veggie pygmies, and there's just like little heads, the noise, the music, like they recognize it. Like little veggie pygmy faces are popping out of like every little room that they live in, and pretty soon there's like a congregation. They're all like swelling around, celebrating these long dead gods that they haven't seen in a long time. And through the communication that you've got with he'll tell you that they are ecstatic about seeing these two old gods kind of unified, walking together behind you. And so there's going to be a great big meeting with the southern tribe, and they will have a very similar reaction, like, you know, like this is like the second coming of Christ. This will be like a big holiday that they will celebrate together on a recurring basis. But as all of that celebration and revelry is happening, all of a sudden, like all of the lights in the hallways get real bright, and you start to feel a rumbling. And the whole, there's just like siege, like seismic tremors. It almost feels like, and all the veggie pygmies are kind of like looking like, what is that?
Okay.
What did you guys do?
So they've actually just moved up a step in my judgment of their gods. Actually, that's pretty impressive. Like it's no Kelimvor, but I mean that's probably
That
better
is
than...
that's an effect on a global scale. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Did we count how many beverages were in each of these machines and how long this magical truce will last?
Char, are you trained in nature or religion?
That's a good question. I would say it's unlikely. Neither.
Okay. I don't know. Each one has like an incredible number of buttons. So it whatever that means. There's lots
So
of
less of
buttons
like a
on
vending machine, like where I can count the cans inside of it, and more like one of those magic machines with all the buttons on it, and you get whatever soda you want.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like inside, I don't know. There's probably like, I don't know, maybe 18 different combinations of different things that you count in there. But yeah, as these lights, all this humming starts happening, all of a sudden you all feel like incredible motion as everybody kind of gets slammed to the floor, including the vegepygmies. Like everyone hits the floor as you just kind of feel almost like rising up kind of motion, like you're in fluid motion currently. And
Uh-oh.
Lucy falls to the ground and she says, well, that hasn't happened in a long time.
What hasn't happened in a long time, Luce?
It's been about, what did I say? 500. What she says, whatever number I just made up.
And a month to
37 years.
3 days. Yeah.
Yep. She says that, and then she says, "We haven't been. That's how many days? How much time it's been since we've been up in the air? Maybe the commander has fixed things."
Oh, shy.
And that's
I'm
where
going
this
to.
session-
Oh no! I was no. I was gonna say, like, hey, Serene, what's happening?
I don't know
Oh,
what
boy.
you mean.
Serene's my horse.
Oh, I thought it was a Siri thing.
No.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know how to help with that.
Yeah, tell me a joke.
Why is a fire truck red?
Lucy, what do you mean it hasn't happened in a long time? What is happening?
She says, it feels well, it looks like all systems are operational. All the lights are on. I can hear the humming of the engines. I think that we must be off to the next port.
But
Okay. Where are the guys steering this ship?
She says she doesn't know. She's not really too clear about where what would she refer to it as? The
Navigation? Navigation?
Yeah, where the navigation systems are located on the ship.
I'm just gonna ask my horse and ask her, what does she see?
You're asking the horse what it sees? Because
yeah, I can't climb up a cliff.
The horse would say, "There's a big piece of the mountain seems to be flying up in the air."
Hey guys, wonderful
That's
news. Serene
crazy.
is still okay, but we are indeed taking off in the mountain. Yep. Oh no.
Oh,
How about that?
so
Well, I suppose that'll sort itself out.
That's not good. That's
Huh.
not good.
you know what? Times like this, we could probably use that recreation area.
I think you're right. I had to go back to that card machine. All you do is push a button and you win. I'm gonna go. Now.
Yeah, that's right. So yes, you're going to be spending some time on this boat. So that's the next two. The next two sessions are passing time while trying to figure out what to do. The recreation area will come in handy. Let's see. So I'm giving you some EXP for a couple of things for your battle with the police robots, but also some EXP for this whole vegepygmy quest line was not something that I had predicted that we would do, so I'm going to give you some bonus EXP for that, because this has been a lot of fun for me, and I hope you guys had fun with it too. So
I'm glad we didn't end up killing them all.
some
You say we.
EXP
I'm
has
glad
been-
too.
You say we.
You say we.
I'm glad that I failed to convince you of my mass genocide plan.
You know, there's a little conflict when you have a redemption paladin in the mix.
All I had to do was convince you that they were robots, and you would have let them all be destroyed.
Very true.
Looks like we've got some level ups. Char, you'll be going to level 9.
Nice.
Like something should be happening at that point.
I think you get like 5th level spells, or no, you like one shot of 5th level spells.
No, 9 is 5th.
Yeah, I get a 5th. Oh,
There you
great.
go.
Pick another spell I don't know how to use to see if I can make it not work when he saves.
Level 9
at a higher
level
level.
5th level spells. You've got plenty of big damage ones though.
You got my personal favorite being Bigby's Hand. Spells great.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Char. I'm not sure if that's true. I think maybe this is not updated. Because level 9 is what? 48,000.
Correct.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
False alarm.
good. It's one less thing I have to worry about.
Dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
All right, I'll just update these. Glyph Brother goes to level 7.
Nice.
Mr. Butterbrickel. Nothing quite yet. A little bit more. I just gotta update some next level.
Whoa, thanks for the jams, man!
Hey, thank you for the cheer. The exciting admin part of at the end of the
Yay!
session. Yay!
Woo!
Let's see. Raya's about 10,000 shy, getting there. Selvin getting close, within 10,000 of level 10. That's impressive.
Ooh. Rolling for hit point. Not so great.
Could be worse.
Nope, that's okay.
You could be William.
Yes, no, it is not a bad day. 68 now.
All right. Well, I think that's it. I don't think we have any. I think we already kind of dealt with our item doling out and those types of things. So, thank you, players. Thank you, everyone out in the audience. Thanks for the cheers and the subs and all those crazy cool things that you have been doing along with us here tonight. This has been one of our community campaign games. If you were coming in on the tail end, basically what this one is we play games with the people that support our Patreon each month. And so this one has been Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, the 5th edition conversion from Goodman Games, the original Adventures Reincarnated. So check that out. Get into our Discord, as Pruno just popped up there in the chat. Come hang out with us in between streams. More than likely, I think a couple of us are probably going to even come and hang out a little bit after this game. So if you want to come and hang out with us afterwards, come and do that.
Join us Sunday morning for video game extravaganza.
Yes. I guess I should promo that a little bit. So Lucy's been like on you guys a little bit about let's go play some games. That's what will happen on Sunday morning as we jump back into the community campaign. We've got a session that is gonna be kind of like this weird meta thing where these characters maybe are in front of a video game console playing an action RPG video game, and so they'll be playing themselves playing level 1 characters in this video game that
in Gauntlet Legends.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of give it some Gauntlet Legends kinds of aspects to it. Like basically, I kind of have it written out, but it's gonna be a lot of random tables. Like there is a barrel over there, you could go and attack it, and maybe like this crazy item that like no level 1 character should ever have will pop, but you know it'll be like random kinds of things like that. We'll see. It'll just be bananas, like the kind of thing that you do for a one shot, and that's how we make this work because it's a video game. So That'll be fun. Tomorrow morning, if you want to come get up early with 20 sides to every story, we got Kogo is running one of the AL Eberron Oracle of War adventures with us. And so I got to behave a little bit tonight because I got to get up and play that. And then we have Kingmaker tomorrow night at 7:30 with DM Dave. I saw he was posting a bunch of cool stuff in the Discord about like the background on that campaign. So that's another cool thing to go check out on the Discord because it looks like there's some fun lore to that. So, all right.
Can I throw one more, Alex?
Yeah.
Just as a quick heads up, November, the Thanksgiving week, Extra Life on 20 sides. That whole week is going to have a bunch of games in there. So if anybody's interested in getting involved, I know there's going to be a bunch of games and a bunch of opportunities to donate. I've got Wednesday. I have no idea what I'm actually going to do. I know the theme is going to be a Goblin raid on the Sunless Citadel, but I know there's a bunch of other stuff going on there. So if you're interested in getting involved, that'll be a good time because there'll be a lot of games and a lot of spots.
Yeah, I recommend getting on the Discord to check out those invites as they pop up and get into those games.
It's a good reminder to me that I got to create a little Extra Life command here for the Twitch channel. But yeah, we're going to have a whole bunch of games. The big incentive is if we reach our goal, I think we set it at 6,000. If we reach that goal, we're going to do the James Introcaso planet, what is it called? Invasion from the Planet of the Tarrasques with all of the DMs that ran anything. So level 20 bananas nonsense, another nonsense game that you only do as a one shot. So cool. Yeah, thanks for plugging that. Mm-hmm. All right. I think we will take us off. Thanks everybody. We'll see you all soon.
Good night.